All right, cool kids and cats, welcome. We are Mayday, and we are playing the one and only Street Wolves. I apologize. I'm trying to also make sure that we can hear Vince as we do this, so I'm running around a little bit.
Can you hear me now?
Vince? Oh, now I hear you.
Hey, there it is. All right.
I believe the audience was always able to hear you, but now I can, which is important for today's game.
It sure is.
So I see, looks like Eli may have disappeared, and let me make sure that Eli is in here with us.
Listen, it would not be a Mayday roleplay broadcast if we did not experience crippling technical difficulties.
That's exactly what Lev said earlier.
Hey, great minds and all that.
So, everybody, we are here today live, kind of off the cuff, playing Street Wolves. Like I said a second ago, Street Wolves is a new supplement by our friends at Table Cat Games. They have a Kickstarter going on right now, which has been wildly successful. Within the first hour, it was able to raise the money that they needed. So congratulations to Table Cat Games, to Paul there. I wanted to let everyone know that if you want to check out the Kickstarter, we've got a link in our description. But go to Kickstarter, type in Street Wolves, you will find it. It's worth signing. It's worth getting in on the Kickstarter now because they've got a bunch of really cool free stuff. Well, free as in they will send you if you contribute, including these sweet cassette tapes that are actually USBs, and I think it's going to have all the PDFs and whatnot, as well as some dice, some Street Wolf D6s that will have the little Street Wolves logo on the 6. A bunch of other cool stuff too that is totally worth investing in. So congratulations to our friends at Table Cat Games. Anybody else have anything interesting that we should mention before we get started?
Yeah, I'm writing a campaign for it.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, and because Kickstarter got where they needed to, you're going to be able to do it. That's amazing.
Yes, I will be writing a campaign called Dead Hand.
That's sick as hell.
Is it like a particular setting or a particular enemy?
Listen, we're gonna start off. It's 1980s New York City, and it's gonna run all the way from New York to Miami to Cuba to Eastern Europe to the Siberian Plains and Russian closed city. So, it is a globe-trotting worldwide threat that the Street Wolves will have to face down during the course of this campaign. It's gonna be a good one, hopefully.
Yeah,
fingers crossed.
Great.
Yeah.
All right. Well, while we are still waiting for Eli to join us again, let's see what they have to say. Yep.
So
Roll20 seemed to have killed them. We are going to use Roll20 a little bit today, just because Savage Worlds uses cards and a bunch of other complicated, well, not complicated, but rules that we are not used to here in Mayday. This is going to be our first Savage Worlds run on the stream. I believe Vince and Lev, you've both played Savage Worlds before.
It's been a hot minute, but yeah.
Been a minute. So it's going to be a good refresher. It's going to be a good refresher.
Exactly.
And honestly, the viewers out there, folks who are watching this now and later on demand, I mean, this is going to be a good walkthrough. Yeah.
I think so. We'll talk about, some of the more complicated rules once we get to it, but the basics are that, your stats and your skills all have a die that's correlated to it, from a D4 to a D12. And whenever you roll that die along with a D6, which is the wild die, and that typically the target number, the number you're going to want to reach for your successes, is going to be 4. And then the complication within Savage Worlds is that you've got -2, -4, these different pluses and minuses depending on your situation, and you can make moves and take actions to improve your situations. It's a very interesting kind of game and mechanic system that I think is really fun, and I think it works well for Street Wolves.
Yeah, my experience with it has been, I mean, really, once you get the hang of it, it moves pretty quickly. It's very cinematic. It's very action focused. So it's perfect for the kind of setting that Paul's developed at Table Cat. The two are kind of a match made in heaven, honestly.
I agree.
It's such a high degree of specialization you can do with things too.
So we are still waiting for Eli, but once they are back, we'll begin. Today's game is going to take place in Miami, so one of those settings that you were planning to run in the 80s.
Yes.
And we're going to have a little bit of a kind of a gauntlet session. The goal is less about investigation and figuring out things and more about just surviving.
Okay. Well, Prizrak is canon. He's in the book, so you can't kill me, Serge. You can't do that. I'm very important.
I did make it especially difficult because you are all veterans. You know, the different street wolves have different levels of experience. I made you veterans, which is basically 1 or 2 away from the highest you can get.
I took the middle one, I think.
You know, use that to your advantage.
Right.
Let's, while we, you know, since we have the time, maybe now we take a little time to talk about our characters and stuff. So, Vince, why don't you kind of give us the lowdown on Prizrak? What do they look like, and kind of what's their story?
Yeah, so out of character wise, Prizrak, Konstantin Volkov was a character I developed for one of the early play tests. I played with Paul Vincent at the PV at the start of this, when I think it was still called Timberwolf. But yeah, so Prizrak was there from the beginning. He is a KGB defector. He was a KGB Spetsnaz operator in the 1980s who cut his teeth in the mountains of Afghanistan as a combat veteran, and when he came back, he was selected for vapor exposure trials being run by the KGB. And he was one of his hindrances is he suffers from major vapor poisoning, and so as a result of that, he defected, seeing so many of his fellow soldiers being killed so ruthlessly by the Soviet government for these experiments. He defected and joined. I believe it was Timberwolf at the time, and is now a street wolf, fighting for truth, justice, and the American way.
Beautiful.
He's a big boy. He's a big lad. He's over 6 feet. He's got that stone white, blonde, flat top, very much like Dolph Lundgren from the Rocky.
That's great. I used Dolph Lundgren as your token on Roll20. So.
Yep. So perfect. And because of the vapor poisoning, he wears the long trench coat that covers up most of his skin. He wears sunglasses, gloves, boots, and a Yakov Smirnoff T-shirt that says "What a Country." Don't know if anybody is familiar with Yakov Smirnoff. That's it's dating myself a bit, but he was a big comedian in the 80s.
I am aware
Russia.
of Yakov Smirnoff. I love that reference.
What a country.
Lev, I know that Grid Runner is not an original character for you, but give us an idea of what they look like, how they act, and kind of maybe your headcanon for them.
Yeah, for sure. I'm playing Grid Runner, aka.
So you might be. Oh, maybe you're not muted, but I don't hear you. So stand by.
No.
Let me fix that.
That makes sense. I said a couple things to Serge, and he hasn't noticed that.
There we go. Now I hear you. Go for it.
Yeah, I'm playing Grid Runner, aka Max McCready. 24. I've updated his pronouns to he, they, because I love a trans mask little shithead. And that's who we're playing today. The little blurb that PV so kindly provided says that Max's bad attitude got him kicked out of the army. He became a restless drifter until he joined Wolfpack, where he found his calling, saving butts from the fire. No respect for authority. Only around because he's absolutely skillful at what he does, but an absolute shithead in every other sense. Wears kind of like an oversized trench coat that he keeps like rolled up to his elbows. Underneath it, just like one of those big tank tops that's like gapped along the side. Kind of feathered hair, one big long earring in one ear. Little bit of like stubble around his face. They're a little bit of a mess, and by a little bit I mean an absolute one. No idea how to use technology. Has fucked up every romantic relationship they've been in. Claustrophobic, but also fast and good at shooting.
I dig that.
That is Max McCready.
Fuck yeah.
I love it. Lev is very much on a little shithead rant for the last couple of games. I feel like
It's been fun. I love playing a little.
it's been fun.
Well, the thing is, like, Tuck is my responsible character, and everyone else gets to be a little shit. As a treat.
As a treat.
All right, guys. Well, we apologize for the delay. We are still waiting on Eli to jump in. It'll probably just be another minute or two. What can we talk about with Street Wolves? Let me pull up the PDF here as I've got it for our reference. So some of the interesting things about Street Wolves that makes it a little bit different than the other Savage World settings is there's two things that I like about it. One of them is characters have something called drive. Drive is kind of like, if anyone has played Delta Green, bonds, in which you guys have bonds, you have NPC characters that matter to you, and as you do missions, drive is relevant for kind of those like longer campaigns, because as you perform missions and you are put in harm's way or do things that you don't want to do or do things that are maybe risky or against the law, you have to make drive rolls or spirit rolls. And when you fail that drive roll in a typical campaign, you just lose one drive. But we're going to play in hardcore mode today, and so you're going to be losing a D4 on those drives. So, some of the examples they give as to why you might lose drive: killing a person regardless of guilt or innocence. So think about that as you aim your weapons at your enemies today. Harming civilians or ignoring their pleas for help, any kind of torture, losing a relationship through betrayal or death, harming a relationship or love interest, spending long hours of getting into the mind of a depraved criminal. I like that one.
That's a good one.
Failing to stop an overly evil act, willingly committing vice crimes, or receiving taunting messages from a serial killer. So it's kind of like a sanity mechanic, but more about, how far is your Street Wolf willing to go? And what's cool is that when you lose enough drive, or when you get to a certain point where it might be worth risking a lot of your drive, you can do something called fight through the pain. So if you are in a situation where you have at least 2 wounds, you can choose to fight through the pain, which you would make a drive roll or a spirit roll. And on a success, you would receive no penalties until the end of combat on any of your wounds. So let's say you have 2 or 3 wounds, that would be a -2 or a -3. The drive allows you to just ignore that, or the fight through the pain allows you to ignore that. So if things get a little too hairy, you could always use that.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I really dig how PV and TableCat implemented that. I mean, it's the inspiration probably comes from, those Miami Vice episodes where Crockett and Tubbs are on their last leg, and facing bureaucratic pressure and all that, and it's and then combining it with mechanics that are kind of at least inspired by Delta Green. It's awesome. It's a cool way to do it.
Yeah, for sure. So
there's a lot of this that feels very like Delta Green, but less I'm gonna die at the hands of
a lot cooler. There's definitely like a cooler vibe.
Yeah, really. It's that
pulpy synthwave.
Cool.
Less X-Files, more synth.
And the PDF, the what the Kickstarter is kind of funding, the setting and everything is completely filled out. It's not like you're just getting some flavor text. I mean, this is currently, it's about 159 pages full of information about the enemy types, what's going on in the world, why the technology is different, or what's different about it. Something that will be important to today's session is there is something called Vapor, which is not really fully understood by the public, but it's basically changed the landscape. Like when you look at the sun setting, it sets in the way that you see like in 80s synthwave stuff, where there's purples and oranges and yellows and pinks and stuff in the sky due to some chemical that got released from the past. So there's this whole backstory to the setting and stuff, which is really, really good.
Hell yeah.
And on top of it, they have new weapons and hindrances and edge types and stuff as well.
Damn right.
So guys, to not waste any time, I think what we're going to do is probably go back to our starting soon screen just to, play some music and wait until Eli is fully ready. I think they're going to have to restart their computer. So we'll be right back, and then we will actually get to the game. Okay, guys? So stay tuned. Thank you.
Bye.
And just like that, a miracle has occurred, and Eli is here with us. What's up, Eli?
Hi. Hello.
I'm glad your computer didn't die on us fully.
Likewise.
My camera and OBS decided to have a conflict this morning, but it's fine.
So Eli, we kind of went over some of the great elements of the Street Wolves Kickstarter, the PDF, and all the reasons why you should get it. We also talked about the two characters that Vince and Lev are playing. I know that this is very sudden as you've just jumped on, but let's have you describe your character, Material Kid. Talk about kind of what they look like, what your headcanon is for them, and then we'll go on from there.
Beautiful. Yes, I am playing Material Kid. Their name is Hasita Castillo. They're about 18 years old. They're just deep into the retro 80s fashion. So they're wearing like a cropped leather jacket, like bunch of bangles and beads. Their hair is just like kind of in a messy perm situation. Just like thick makeup with one of the, like a little dot on the side but like bright multicolored makeup. They're popping and chewing some bubble gum as they walk down the street, but they have this level of just feeling self-important and just strutting their stuff.
Love it.
But yeah.
All right, cool. Let's decide one or two things before we fully get into the game. I want you guys to have kind of like a stash house, a hideout, a safe space where maybe you usually meet. Our setting is Miami. Where would that be? What would that look like?
Oh, can it be a basement of a club?
Sure.
Can it be a basement of a club, please?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, so maybe you have an agreement with the owner of the club that you're allowed to go down to the utility basement. There's not a lot of basements in Florida, but I'll allow it. Maybe the actual club is on the second or third floor or something like that. But that's where you guys meet. Okay, love it. What's the name of the club?
Oh,
Torrid.
Something torrid.
Oh, there you go.
Torrid.
I like torrid. Okay.
Banging.
So Club Torrid. All right. So let's get started then. Let me change the music up here. Get a mood going. So it is the 1980s, and you all are street wolves that work in the city of Miami. It is coming to the evening time. The sun is setting, and those beautiful pink and purple and orange vapors are kind of lighting up the sky as as the sun descends. And you are all going about your business, doing whatever it is you do when you are not saving the world. And you get a message, maybe on your beeper, maybe on your very large cell phone, maybe there's an answering machine in your home, but you get a message that instructs you to head to Club Torrid. And so you do. You head out. Maybe you hop on your bikes or your cars, or you skip and hop your way there. But you find yourself in the basement of Club Torrid. You see all each other. And you have a watcher. A watcher is like a case officer for you, who has only ever communicated to you through a television system that is set up in the bottom of Club Torrid. So you come in, and maybe there's an initial chit chat there, but eventually the screen of the television turns on.
Hey, when it does
And what you see is a man, little pudgy, maybe in his late 40s. Looks to be somebody who doesn't get a lot of time out in the sun. And he's in pretty much total darkness except for little blinking lights that you can see behind him in what appears to be a somewhat small space, but it seems to be where he communicates to you from. And you hear him say, "Street wolves assemble!" And
You really don't have to do that every time. We're here. We're good.
oh, I insist.
I know.
This is Blinkers reporting in. Blinkers is the Watcher's name. And boy, do I have a doozy for you this evening. Intel has tipped us off that a big drug deal is going down tonight in a Fort Lauderdale boat warehouse between the Cuban cartel and shadow operatives we have yet to identify. Now, I know a drug bust is below typical street wolf work, but we have it on good authority that the cartel has gotten a hold of some potent stuff. Tracking the cartel's communications for the past month has revealed their intentions to sell to multiple shadow operatives that Wolfpack has on their radar. What was that? That sounded
Snorted so low. It was so cute.
I had to look to see if somebody farted or something.
It was aggressive.
I'm trying to hold it together. I'm trying. And I can't.
I can't look at you or I start giggling.
Blinker's probably like, does a double take.
Oh, God.
You ripped ass.
I'll just I'll just like elbow Prisrak to stop.
Excuse
You
me.
should.
Big Mac for dinner.
She'll get used to that American diet, I see, Prizrak.
Duh.
We gotta get some vegetables in you, man. That was fucking rank.
That's all we eat in Soviet Union. Vegetables, potatoes, radish. It's bullshit.
Not roots, dude. We gotta get you like greens.
Greens.
Three wolves, back to me, please.
Right. Sorry. Yeah. Drugs.
You should expect some serious resistance. Your mission is to interrupt the deal and steal whatever package the cartel has in your possession. The contents are likely too hot to study in town, so we've arranged a contact to meet you at Miami International. They'll be waiting on the tarmac in the private airstrip off to the side. Get the package to the contact as fast as you can. They'll get flown to a Wolfpack facility where we can better study what's inside. You got any questions?
Do we have an idea of numbers?
Well, they've called on multiple shadow organizations, so we can imagine more than 4?
More than 4. Okay.
All right. That's like a lot of numbers. I mean, 4 to 0 is pretty small compared to all the other numbers it could be.
If I had to make a guess, between 4 and 400, if that helps.
No, it doesn't. Entirely unhelpful, in fact. Thank you so much.
That's
It's
why
going to
I
be
said
fun.
you should come packing.
Oh, we will pack.
I'm
We
always
will
packed.
pack.
Do any of you have a mode of transportation?
We
I
got
know
my
you
shitty
wrecked
little
the last
DeLorean.
one. You have
You'll-
a DeLorean.
Yeah, it's bad.
Okay.
It's the only 80s car I could think of off the top of my head, so it's a DeLorean.
I love it. That's so Glenn Golia of you.
All right. Well, with that badass DeLorean, I want you to get to the Fort Lauderdale warehouse and make Street Wolves proud.
Will do.
I'll be in
Aye,
communication with you. I know that you have your screen installed on your DeLorean, so I'll be able to communicate with you through there.
Explaining that to my girlfriend is so hard.
Just say the kid. It's fine.
The material kid thinking. That's good thinking.
Yeah.
All right, so Blinkers' screen kind of shuts off, and you know that you can communicate with him through the DeLorean, or we could say maybe one of you have a slick wristwatch if you wanted to communicate that way. But the situation is as he explained. They give you the coordinates. There is a boat warehouse, probably where they repair boats, in Fort Lauderdale. You are to get there, and then you are to intercept this package. However you would like to do that, we can discuss now. The way we're going to approach this is that we're going to use this. We're going to view this as an encounter. I forget the name of it. I've just blanked on the.
A chase? No,
it's not a chase. It's a not a difficult task, but a difficult encounter or something like that.
Okay.
Stand by. If anyone in the chat knows what I'm talking about, we can call it out. It's a. Hold on, I got it in my notes. Here we go. It's a dramatic task. From page 122 of the sheet. So the way this is going to work is we're going to draw initiative as we run it, where I'm going to draw cards, and then you will go in the order of the cards that were drawn for you. But the difference is it's kind of like a skill challenge from 5e, where you are going to use your skills to succeed, and you have to get a certain number of successes to successfully get the package away from the enemy and to get on the road. If you fail, the enemy will take the package instead, and it'll become a situation where you are chasing as opposed to where they are chasing you. But let's first talk about the initial setup. You know that a typical boat warehouse has a roof. It typically can be entered both from the the front and the back. And there's typically like a canal or some type of water setup where once the boats are repaired, they can be dropped into the water and taken out into the intercoastal or wherever they need to go. So with that said, what would you Street Wolves, how would you like to approach this situation?
Oh, that's a good question. Okay, so the meeting hasn't gone down yet. We're setting up in advance for the meet.
You have enough advance notice that you could probably even get there before the enemy gets there.
Okay, yeah. We set up ambush.
That makes most sense to me. I mean, we think there's like rafters or shit we can just kind of tuck ourselves into.
I think that's a safe assumption.
And then we just get a rope and we just propel down and grab whatever we need to do and we just leave.
Yeah.
Easy.
I shoot everybody in the room. I can do that.
I will join you in the shooting. That sounds great. Maybe we do the shooting. Material Kid does the snatchy.
I like that. I like that idea a lot.
Okay.
Is that good for you?
That works for me.
All right. So the plan, if I sounds correctly, is we're going to get to the location, probably stash the car somewhere near enough that you can get to it. Mm-hmm. Go in from the top and come down from the rafters.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we'll assume you have rope. You've got all the climbing gear you need. What kind of weapons are you guys going to be carrying?
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Prizrak has an AK-47.
Beautiful.
That's how he rolls. He also has 2 grenades, Kevlar vest, and a Glock 9mm, and a knife, just in case, and Thunder and Lightning.
Those are fists?
Does.
Yeah, all right. Max has a Tech 9.
Damn.
A Glock. And some frag grenades.
Ooh, yeah.
And also a Kevlar vest and a first aid kit.
Hell yeah.
All right, so that means you've got a little bit of a higher what's it called in your character sheet? You can not a parry, but your toughness should be a little bit higher because of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I have a Glock 9mm, a tool, lockpicks, toolkits, some rope, a handheld radio, And while I do not have a Kevlar vest, I do have a black sneaky uniform.
All right, hell
It's
yeah.
gonna be perfect. It's gonna be like a SEAL suit. It's just
Love
like a
it.
face vest, and it's all just like.
Love it.
Do you want something more than the Glock? If you wanted like an Uzi or I think AK-47 seems very specifically for Prizrak, but if you wanted an
Kinda
Uzi or something,
Oh yeah, or like a knife at least, something.
yeah, for sure. What does it say for the
Something
knife, Vince, in terms of what she would have to roll for that?
Strength. The damage is strength plus D4.
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
So we've got our weapons, we've got our plan to get in. Sounds like you just want to head straight there and kind of lay the ambush.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I'll count our dramatic task in what is effectively 3 rounds, I believe.
It's a fast
Let me look here. No, excuse me, 4 rounds.
Okay.
So you have 4 rounds to get 16 successes. Now, I know that sounds like a lot, but if every player gets 1 success every round, you will have successfully, hit your target number. And because raises count as a success, there's a chance that you could get to the end of this a lot faster than you might think.
Oh, dope.
So we'll count the first round as like getting to the location, setting up, and the initial kind of waiting to initiate the ambush. Does somebody want to give me an initial skill roll that feels pertinent to this first round?
Well, go ahead.
I have athletics, so can I help start like boosting Prizrak and Material Kid up into the rafters? Either by like setting the rope up safely or by like physically like pushing them up.
I love that.
Like that.
Let's get that'll be kind of the initial getting into the rafters and getting set up. Go ahead and give me that athletics roll.
All right.
Let me know how you do.
Ooh, explode. 13.
Okay, 13 is definitely going to beat the target number of 4. And we'll count that as 1 success. I'm going to make a note on my handy dandy paper here. You guys are able to climb up into the rafters. You find like a roof hatch where you're able to get in. Sounds like we maybe want somebody to lead on a stealth check to make sure that the team gets into the right positions, that they aren't seen.
I'll do that. Yeah. I figured once we get into the rafters, then it was like starting to like scout at advantageous points for like where everybody can like rally up for using their guns, and then what's the ideal spot for me to like rappel down safely.
What is your stealth attribute dice at?
Is a D8.
Okay, so you're going to roll a D8 and a D6. And you want to hope that at least on one of them you're going to get a 4.
While Material Kid is doing this, because I certainly don't want to steal their thunder, Prizrak will activate one of his vapor abilities, and he will turn invisible.
Amazing.
Okay. I rolled an 8 and a 2.
I will say, I feel like that would constitute a +2 to their skill roll here. So what was your result, Eli?
I rolled an 8 on my D8 and then a 2 on my D6.
So you rolled an 8 on the D8. That means that dice aced. So you can roll that again and increase the success.
Hell yeah.
And then that's a 7 on top of that.
Okay. So total is what, 15?
15.
Yeah, 15.
That is a raise or 2, if I'm not mistaken.
Eli and I both have 2 raises so far.
Yep.
Oh, that's great. Okay, beautiful. The balloons. Oh boy. Does it happen to me? I don't think it happens to me. Anyway.
No.
Yeah, so it's over 12, so it's 2 raises because 1 raise is 8 and 2 raises.
That's excellent. So that's actually multiple. So that's we've got 4 successes so far in
Fucking
this
A,
first
right?
round.
Let's go.
There are still 2 more rolls for this round, though. I just realized that we are not drawing cards, so we'll do that on the next round.
Cool.
So Prizrak, you're invisible. Just give me a another roll of some kind with your skills to see if you can. What else we can do to lay the trap?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll go ahead and do I have anything in tactics? No. Tradecraft a little bit. I'll do another stealth roll. I have a D8 in stealth as well.
I don't know if I want to repeat a roll.
Okay.
At least in the same round.
That's fine. What would you say? Maybe fighting, like a fighting, just to use that knowledge to establish an advantageous position.
Or would
I
notice
think that's
maybe
good.
work too?
What's that?
Would notice work because you're like trying to like notice what
Yeah,
other people would notice, and then
I like that.
I like that too. Go ahead and make a notice roll.
Okay. And that is a 7.
Okay, that is a success, so we'll count that as 1 success. And what you guys kind of get in your position, you see Prizrak disappear. What does it look like, Prizrak, when your stealth comes on?
Yeah, it's almost like it's almost like this this chameleon-like effect where it kind of starts from his feet up, and it begins to shimmer slightly with this like kind of neon orange, bluish, reddish hues until he's completely blended in with the background.
Prizrak, go bye-bye.
I kind of like nudge Material Kid and make sure they're watching and go, there was one time we were in a fight and Prizrak was like invisible, obviously, but they figured out where he was and they fucking shot at him and it was crazy. And he had more holes in him than a wiffle ball, but he kept fighting. It's fucking rad. It was so cool.
Do you think shapeshifting like that is good for your complexion?
I mean, probably, because like, if you're invisible, no one can see your,
I'm still right here, Tovarich.
Oh, I know you're still here.
I'm gonna give Lev an extra Benny because we had a little competition here. Unfortunately, there's not a ton of Prizrak quotes in the book, but there are a lot of quotes from both Material Kid and Grid Runner. So let's see if they can jam in some more of those quotes.
Yes.
It wasn't my most graceful, but I had to try.
I think
It was well
pretty
played.
good.
It was well played. I'm proud of you.
So-
I'm proud of you.
You are all kind of up in the rafters waiting, and sure enough, you hear the squeaky sound of a metal door opening, and you see about 6 or 7 what appear to be Latin men. One of them carrying a black briefcase kind of walk into the room, and they're muttering to each other in Spanish, saying something, looking around, acting very suspicious. I think that there is still one more skill roll that can happen in this round before we move on to the next one. Anybody have any ideas about what can be done in this last round, or in the end of this last round?
Yes, we had athletics, we had notice, we had stealth.
Could we start lining up shots? Could
like that.
Prizrak and I be kind of like signaling to each other, like, you try and get around this direction and I'll kind of cover these 4, and just like setting up shots, I guess.
Yeah,
I love it.
overlapping fields of fire to cut off their escape.
I guess that would just be a firing roll, right?
Yeah,
We're
I
just
can
not going to go through with shooting, but yeah, I don't think there's an aim roll, so shooting or a firing roll. I forget what they call it on the character sheet.
Let's see.
Well, yeah, that's a 5 for me.
I'm going to ask one person to roll, so we're just going to we'll take that 5. That's a success. So at the end of the first round, we've got 6 successes, and we need 16. So next round begins. You hear you don't hear a door swing open. You see a puff of smoke kind of fill the floor area, and the Cuban cartel are like, "What's going on, man?" And they're kind of standing there looking around, and stepping out of the mist are like 20 ninjas, and they all are decked in this kind of white ninja gear with kind of black trappings. So like their face mask is black, their belt is black, their gloves are black. But they are quite intimidating, and obviously the cartel is outgunned, but they are they're kind of staring each other down, and they begin kind of calling out to one another. So in this next round, you can make your move to get in there and steal this package using a skill. Anybody have any ideas?
Well, I think that was Material Kids.
my
Material
God.
Kids, time to shine.
Oh my god, if there are ninjas here and my stealth suit looks like a ninja, can I just blend in with that crowd?
Yes.
Yeah,
I
yes.
can the occasion. And
I love
it. So instead of rappelling down, maybe I'll rappel down in a way that I can just kind of try to join the crowd, and then I just kind of want to like kind of start scooching towards the front of the ninjas.
Yeah, I mean that
I
feels like
love
a
it.
stealth. It feels like maybe a persuasion, but probably a stealth.
Either way.
Yeah.
Oh, please.
I'm gonna change the music again now that we're getting
Hell
more
yeah.
tense here.
I rolled a 4 on both of my dice.
Okay,
yeah.
I believe that's a critical, is it not? But well, no, it's the maximum die. It's the maximum value for the dice when it's a critical. So that is a success. That's one success in this round. And sure enough, yeah, you rappel down quietly. Maybe you use some of that smoke that was in the air to help you kind of obfuscate. And the last person walking out of the mist is you. And sure enough, Material Kid, you can kind of get close enough. No, all of the ninjas are kind of focused on the cartel there, so they're not paying too much attention to you. And I'll say that you can get into an advantageous enough position. I won't say you're right next to the package, but you're within striking distance.
Okay. I'm waiting.
The other two, you see that Material Kid is there, and that at any moment you could strike.
Do we wait for her to pick up package and then?
I mean, the chaos might be good cover for them.
It might be good cover, yes. I have surprise for a friend, and he holds up a grenade.
Oh, me too. And he like pulls up his shirt, and like wrapped around their torso in duct tape are just like 2 grenades.
Jesus.
The pins are still in. It's fine. It's fine. The pins are still there.
That is not safe. What happens if you get shot?
It's a cool way to die.
Yes.
This is why I got kicked out of the army. It was like a really tough time, but I knew I deserved it.
I respect the improvisational skill. We just shoot. We shoot for now, then grenade.
Also, it starts out with another one.
Oh, you're right. Damn. Okay, that's another Betty. Okay. Save those quotes. You might need them closer to the end.
No, I know. Yeah, no, grenades should be like a last line of defense, because like if we blow them up, we almost might blow up the package, and that would suck.
I do want to roll bugger. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna just start fucking drilling.
Yeah.
All right, and in particular, are you aiming at the cartel or at the ninjas or what?
You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm more worried about the ninjas.
Okay.
Yeah, they seem to be a little bit crazier and probably a little more skilled than these cartel gun thugs. So yeah.
All right, so you start shooting at them. I'm going to ask one of you to make a shoot roll or a firing roll. And Lev, if you wanted to try some variation of that, maybe a...
Can I go athletics again? Because I had in my head, the way that Max starts shooting is they just kind of drop backwards over the side of a rafter, having their legs kind of like hooked around it.
Oh, okay.
And they're shooting upside down.
That's pretty dope.
Okay, yes, go ahead, go for it.
Yeah. And do you want me to roll as well, Serge?
Yes, please.
You got it.
Let's see, we'll do this one.
That is an 8 for me.
I'm making sure I don't have anything to add to this. I have a 6.
Okay. That is 2 from Vince in his success, and 1 from you.
Hell yeah.
That is 1, 2, 3. So we have one more skill roll that we need before the end of this round. And what I will say is you guys immediately begin firing. And sure enough, yeah, 2 of the ninjas go down immediately. And they all, kind of look to see what's going on. They look to see up into the rafters. And, kind of chaos ensues as the Cuban cartel also, begin drawing guns and just kind of firing indiscriminately in where they saw the last, attacker. Material Kid, you're kind of in the middle of all of this. You see that through one of the doors that the Cuban cartel came through, more people start coming in. These guys seem dressed almost like they're in a band, like an emo band or something. They're all dressed in leathers, and they've got their hair spiked up and slicked. And as they walk in, one of them, who's wearing kind of glasses similar to what you have on, is like, "Hey, we're here for the." Oh my God! And they immediately get down. And as they get down, some of them begin kind of like, making movements with their hands, and all of a sudden they begin to glow as if they have similar vapor powers to what Prizrak has.
Oh shit!
Oh shit!
Some of them are kind of lighting up the area to see better, etc. We're going to start using our cards because I forgot that there's a fun reason to use these cards.
Hell yeah!
I've got on Roll20. We can see that Lev, Eli, Vince, and myself are in a line. I'm going to draw cards now, and we'll just continue with this last skill. So let's see here. We've got us all down. So we have... Oh, I realized that I've got that on the GM layer. We're going to take that to the token layer. So it looks like... here's what's interesting. Lev had a club card, which usually involves a complication, but we're not going to... I think pay attention to that for this round. And then I got a Joker, which
Damn.
I think it means I think what I'm going to say is that what it means is everybody gets a Benny, including myself.
Okay.
So whenever anybody gets a Benny on a Joker, I get one as well.
Okay. All right.
Interesting.
3+1. With that said, looks like it would have been Vince and then Eli and then Lev. Eli, you haven't
spend
really
a Benny
gone...
to get a new initiative card.
Oh yeah.
I'll give you this round that this isn't even going to count because I think you've already gone. You've already done a skill roll.
Well, I guess that's true.
So let's just have Eli go with a skill roll.
Okay.
How do you use the chaos to your advantage?
Yeah.
You can if you like.
Is no eyes on the package right now?
Right now, the only eyes are really the guy that's holding it. There's a Cuban cartel member with like a Glock in his hand, and he's looking around, and he's got the briefcase.
Okay. This is stupid.
Stupid is what we want in this one shot.
I'm just going to take the chaos and since that guy with the briefcase is just by himself, I am just gonna run up to him. I think I'm gonna taunt him in an attempt to get him to just let go of the briefcase and just hand it to me. And I'm just gonna like run up to him, give him like a look up and down, and I'm just gonna be like, "You're not wearing that, are you?" Gag. And then I'm just gonna grab the briefcase and run.
Okay, all right.
Gag.
Taunt is a skill, if I'm correct, right?
Yes, it's a D8 for me.
This better be a hell of a taunt. Go ahead and make that roll. I think that I don't know if I guess in skill encounters there's not really a solid reason for me to give you a -2, so I think you're just good. Make that taunt roll.
I also get a Benny because I used one of my lines.
You got a Benny, yes, that's correct.
Yes. I got a 5 and a 3.
Okay, the 5 on your, what was it, a D8? 5
on my D8, yeah.
Yeah, that's a success. We'll count that as one success. You guys are acing this. Yeah, I think he's standing there. You run up, you say, gag me with a spoon if that's what you're wearing, and he like throws it at you and looks at it. He's like, oh, it's not that bad, and he's kind of chapping his jacket, trying to
the wrong colors.
Make sure he looks cool. All right, so that was 5 successes in that round. So you're basically 3 ahead. We have round 3. This could make or break it. You basically just need 5 successes in this round.
Fucking A, right.
This is the round where you guys are trying to get out of there, trying to get back to your vehicle. What do we do in this situation? I know what I'll do. what the DM will do, which is I'll get some new cards.
Oh yes.
Stand by.
New initiative.
We're going to recall.
That's right. It's every turn. It's every round. Yeah.
Every turn. Yep. All right. So Lev, you're going to get a 6. Oh wow, that was again. I'm gonna just give you a different card because something's
No.
going on
I'll
here.
spend a Benny on it. I'll spend a Benny on it. I have so many. I should be using.
So you got a
them for
6 of clubs. Now I'm giving you a 6 of diamonds.
God damn. Okay. Well.
Let's go to that. So you got a 6.
Still pretty good, right? Yeah.
So, I mean, it's better than a club. Eli, you've got a king of spades. Excuse me.
So that's first. Yeah.
Vince, you've got a 7 of diamonds.
Dope.
And I'm going to draw 2 actually, I'll draw 3 for the different factions.
Son of a bitch.
I've got a
Holy
king,
shit.
a jack, and a joker. So
What the
that
fuck?
means everybody gets a Benny.
Hey.
I
Cool.
have 2 Bennies now. And I'm going to have one of them go in whatever initiative I want. So, because this is a dramatic task, I don't know if the enemy really can do much. You guys don't have any clubs, so there's not really going to be any complications. So I really think we start with Eli with the King of Spades. You've got the briefcase, Material Kid. How do you get out of here?
Get to the DeLorean.
Yeah. The nearest exit where I am at, maybe in the same way those random like punk kids came in, because if they're like running away from the situation, then maybe I can get like cover from them, getting lost in the crowd.
Yeah, I think maybe the first task of this is getting that cover, or you can just make a run for it and try to. If you make a run for it, you can't make a stealth roll. If you try to get some cover, so you're at least out of the line of fire, maybe a stealth roll would make sense.
I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run to that kid that for the one with the circular glasses who's screaming on the top of his lungs, and I'm just gonna go down to him, grab him by the shoulders and try to get him back up on his feet, and I'm just gonna tell him that's if you hear the sirens, we got a blitz, let's go, and try to issue him to usher the crowd out. Maybe
so
I don't know.
Completely confusing the enemies here, really interacting
Exactly.
with them. Yeah. All right. So that sounds like a taunt then, huh?
Yeah, or persuasion, whatever you think is more relevant. They're the same dice anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Ooh, I got an 8 and a 4. Let me re-roll. And that's another 8. Holy shit!
Wow.
Hell yeah!
Team roll again. Let's go.
That's 2 raises that you got there.
Yeah. So that was 2 8s and then a 1.
So 17. So that's 3 raises.
Oh,
Because
my
8 is
goodness.
1, 12, 16 is 3.
Oh my goodness. Well, first of all, Table Cat Games in our chat made a good point, which is that when you get a Joker, you kind of just have to reshuffle the deck in these dramatic tasks. But the enemy drew the Joker, so we're not even going to worry about it.
Cool.
Yeah, it works super effectively. I mean, these guys, dressed as really badass emo goths, suddenly are just screaming their head off. Maybe they don't have weapons, or they're not used to. They have weapons of their own, but they're not.
I want them to convince everybody that the cops are on their way, so it hopefully scatters the crowd, and then we don't even have to worry that the package got missing because everybody's distracted about something else.
It's a bus. Let's get the hell out of here.
Like a fucking house party.
Yeah, exactly.
Scatter. Throw a bottle down. Scatter.
One of them screams, "But we need that vapor. We need it!" And they kind of run out with you, Material Kid. We really only need one more success to call it. 5, 6, maybe 2 more successes. So we've got Prizrak and Grid Runner up in the rafters. You're being shot at, sparks flying up in the metal there. What do you guys want to do to get out of here?
Oh yeah, so I want to cover Material Kid's exit as much as I can, as well as Grid Runners. So Prizrak is going to he's going to use one of those grenades now. He's going to lob it down there at those nerds and try to take as many of them out as he can. That's going to be, it's a medium blast template, so I don't.
Gonna hit us too, bud.
No, I think you guys are high enough
Okay.
that it would fall to the ground.
Yeah. And it's 3d6. I was considering using the blast vapor power, but that's only 2d6, so I want to roll with the 3d6. And that's going to be athletics. So let me go ahead and roll that bad boy.
I think Grid Runner seeing all that happen kind of lets the Tech 9 that they've got like slung across their body drop to hang and just covers their ears.
Yep. Okay, so let's do this. It's going to be athletics. So my athletics is a d6. So I'll do 2d6. That's a 9.
Wow.
Yep. And then 3d6 damage. So let's roll that. That's going to be an 8.
Okay. I'll make a note of that. Sure enough, yeah, you drop it, and some of the folks they're in the middle of looking around, and a few of them just blow up and fly off to the sides, flipping. Some of them attempting to do ninja flips, but then getting their legs blown off from the grenade.
Do we get a Wilhelm scream for good measure?
Exactly, definitely.
Do zadania, tovarich.
Grid Runner, we do still have. Let's see, you raised it, so you did get enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. You're there. You did it. Let's I made a promise, and that's where we're at. So you guys get to the roof and you scale down. We'll say that the DeLorean is like over a tarp or something. Grid Runner, you throw off the tarp.
Hell yeah.
And there it is in all of its chrome glory. And
In the back, kid.
What's your driving die though?
Mine's a 6.
Mine's a 10.
God damn, is it really?
Maybe you should drive.
Yeah, you
I'm
should
already
probably
there. Yeah, I tossed the thing in there. I was already. I'm like honking the horn. I'm already in the car.
Yep.
I like chuck the keys through the open window. Okay, you go.
Yes.
Hell
yes. I've been waiting for this day, and I like put it on.
Hey,
I like
crash my car. It's your ass.
I'd never. And then I'll like put in my own like why am I like tape into the deck, and then I'll turn on the engine, and we'll just peel out. I'll just do like a very hard dust in the wind.
Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah, before they jumped
All right.
in, Prinzrak grabbed that AK, racked the bolt. I call shotgun.
All right.
So he can lean out the window because there's probably gonna be people chasing us.
Yeah, sure enough, as you jump in the car, you can see both the ninjas and the Cuban cartel kind of stumbling out of the building. They can see you guys. They start realizing this was, what's going on here. The other faction, those kind of emo goth kids, are beginning to power up some kind of energy that is going on in their hands. Some of them begin lobbing it at you, but your vehicle is just too fast and begins throwing.
It's like
begins
blowing kids out the window.
And you guys peel out. They have vehicles though. You pass by their vehicles, so they jump in and they begin giving chase. And we are going to move to the chase portion of our game. So the players can see on Roll20 a little map here. I'm gonna kind of reveal everything to you guys so you can get a better sense of what's going on here. Stand by as I bring it all to a layer that you can see.
Love it.
So it's going to be you in your car, and there appears to be a car full of cartel members and a car full of ninjas, as well as a motorcycle that appears to have one ninja on it. And you begin flying down the streets of Fort Lauderdale. I've got a map here at the very bottom. I'll share with the audience so they can get somewhat of an idea of where we're going. You guys are up in Fort Lauderdale, and you need to get down to Miami International Airport, which is a bit of a drive, but you can do it. So at first, you guys are just driving through the streets, etc. The way this is going to work is we are going to pull some cards for you. Stand by. The first thing I'm going to do is draw some chase cards. I'm going to lay down 5. Let me get to the token layer so you can see it. Okay. So first one is a spade, another spade, a club, a heart. Okay, so I'm going to lay the first 5 down. Typically, there are 9 that are put down, but I'll start with 5. We have a 5 of spades, a 9 of spades, an 8 of clubs, a 6 of hearts, and a 9 of clubs again. So 2 situations where you can get into a complication. And we're going to say that you guys are going to begin on the 9 of clubs because you are a little bit ahead of the enemy. We'll say that both of them begin on their 5 of spades.
Okay.
So now we're going to draw cards for you all. Let's see, we've got our chase. We're going to recall the player. Let's delete this. Okay, so Lev, you are getting an ace, looks like.
Hey.
Eli, you're getting, I can't see from here, but it's a heart.
Ace of hearts.
Nice.
Yep.
And then I'm going to pull 2 cards for my enemies. So it looks like Lev has an ace, Eli has an ace, Vince has a 10, and then I have a 2 of clubs and a 4 of clubs, a 3 of spades. I'm going to spend one of my bennies to re-roll or to get a different card. Let's see. Players. Nope. I'm going to ignore that. Here we go. Also, I got a joker.
How do you keep
God
getting jokers?
Damn it. I will spend a Benny to redraw that die.
Okay. Okay, I'll give you a new standby, new card. Standby. Whoop. Okay, I guess it doesn't want me to do it that way. Here we go. 7 of diamonds.
Bitch. All right, I'll take it.
Yeah, and you're gonna have to keep that, unfortunately. So,
Yep.
All right, with the Joker as the enemy, wonder if I should re-roll for this. I'm just gonna say that he can go wherever he wants, and I'm gonna make that the Cuban cartel, since they're the ones that are losing out the most in this. So they're going to go before anybody else, is what I'll say. Okay? So the Cuban cartel is going to use something called, I think they're going to try to advance on you.
Oh.
So they're going to change positions. I think the driver is going to spend their action trying to change the position, so they get a +2 to their roll. Let me pull up the enemy. There we go. Cartel member. They're going to have a +2 to their driving. Where's driving? There it is. So +2 is going to be an 8. So that's actually a raise, I believe.
Oh, shit.
So that means they're going to move exactly where they want. They're going to move up 1. They're now side by side on you. Okay, so this little speedy roadster pulls up right next to you, and it's full of these Cuban cartel members. There are 3 other people in the car. They're all going to pull their weapons out and just kind of firing indiscriminately into the car.
Oh, goddamn.
They each have a Glock, but let's make some firing rolls. So, where is our shooting roll? I keep calling it a firing roll. First one rolls a 7, which will succeed. A 5 succeeds, and another 5 succeeds. So that's, I'll say Uzis. They're using their Uzis.
God damn.
First one is going to roll an 8. So that's going to deal 8, but the problem is that your car is going to have a toughness of, I believe it's 11.
Okay.
Let me check the vehicle rules on Street Wolves. Find vehicles. Let's just call it, let's see. I believe it's 11 +2 armor. So let's just call your car 13. Okay? So because they rolled an 8, they don't succeed.
Okay.
I'm going to roll another Uzi. We've got 2 more to go. That's a 19, so that definitely is going to
Oh Jesus, yeah.
hit. Material Kid, you are driving. Because they dealt you damage, you're going to have to roll on the complication table. You could possibly go out of control. So you are going to make a maneuver roll, which I believe is just a drive roll. And let's see, damage caused by an out of control roll doesn't trigger. But okay, so basically succeed on this drive roll and you could potentially maintain control.
What dice do I use to roll the drive roll?
Your drive is your driving skill. You said you had a D10 in it, correct?
I just had drive 10 on the top.
No, so that's your drive, which is related to your Street Wolves connections.
Oh, driving. Oh, my driving skill is 4.
Oh no.
So you've just put the worst driver amongst all of you in the driver's seat.
Oh my god.
Not if we believe, guys.
On your turns, I'll allow you guys maybe to switch positions, but yeah, I need a drive roll, D4 or and a D6. Let me know how you do.
That's fucking incredible.
Oh, I love you. I love you so much.
I rolled a 3 on my D6 and a 1 on my D4.
Okay, that's not going to be enough. So let me have you roll 2d6 and tell me what the total is.
Oh fuck.
Between them.
Well, this was
that's
fun.
2.
Okay.
Just 2.
Two's bad.
Scratch and dent. The attack just scratches the paint or passes clean through the body without hitting anyone or anything vital. There's no permanent damage. So this is actually good. It's about as good as you could have rolled.
Oh god.
So sure enough, one of them starts kind of spraying with bullets, and there are some holes, but it's not hitting anybody. We still have one more attack though. Last one rolls a 5, which is not going to. Well, no, it dealt 5 damage. Let's see, if they both succeeded, I think you need to make another out of control roll. Let's see, combat. Vehicle damage cannot be shaken. Yeah, so you need to make another maneuver roll. Another drive roll with a D4.
Oh shit. Damn. It's another 1 and a 2 on the D6.
Okay, no, you're gonna fail again. It was almost a critical failure. Let's go ahead and roll 2d6 again.
Fuck.
I rolled a 1. I rolled a 1.
It's not me who's scratching the paint. It's them. I swear.
You're done. You're done.
That's an 8.
Okay, you are distracted. Ground vehicles spin out or skid. Everyone on board is distracted until the end of their next turn.
Oh shit.
So, they begin firing, and maybe in your attempt to just get out of their way, there's a quick spin out where you all are screaming, and then the car rectifies itself, and you keep going. Because you're distracted, you are all, just as a reminder, going to have -2 to all traits until the end of your next turn. That was.
Wait, can you spend a Benny? Can you spend a Benny to reroll?
You can spend a Benny to reroll for sure if that's what Material Kid wants to do.
No,
Is that what you're?
No, I'm not telling you what to do. I just remember that is a thing that we can do.
Yes, you can spend a Benny, which is kind of like a luck point, to reroll if you want.
But also, would that count for like table rolls rather than just?
Ooh, yeah, that's a good point.
General.
What do you mean?
Because you're rolling on a table for what happens, right?
Yes, I guess what the Benny,
Okay,
I'm allowing the Benny to basically reset their initial drive roll.
You also don't have to. I'm not trying to tell you what to do.
Since it's your turn, Eli, I will allow it if you want to try one more time to not fail this miserably.
Okay.
Okay, so mark one Benny off of your character sheet. You're going to roll your D4 and your D6 again and hope that you do better this time.
It's still rolling ones, baby.
That's good though.
But a 5 on the D6.
Okay, that is a success to do your drive roll, so you're not going to have to worry about getting out of control for that one.
Okay.
Okay.
Fuck yeah.
That's the end of their turn. I'm going to say that the rest of them have really bad cards. So the next one is between Lev and Eli. Whichever of you would like to go first.
My role is you're done, and I'm gonna try and yank Material Kid out of the driver's seat and put myself in it.
If you want to use an action on your turn to pull them out and then move yourself in, you can do that.
I got this.
I think it's too much to do for free.
No, that's fair.
Or a limited action. So
no, I definitely was going to use an action. You sure you got this?
I got this.
I've got like my hand in the like back scruff of their outfit.
I got this.
All right, and I kind of like push them like really gently.
It's gonna snap because it's not that tight suit. Just.
And I'm gonna lean around to their side, and I'm just gonna start shooting back. Then.
There you go.
Okay, you do have a -2 because you are distracted.
Okie dokie.
Oh, well, even
And
with the
this
success?
is an even with what success?
Because didn't Eli re-roll with the Benny?
Because we succeeded on that last drive roll.
Oh, right. That's fine. So the only reason you have a -2 is because the vehicle is not steady.
That's fair.
You have to take a particular steady action.
Hands.
Ooh.
Okay, so that does negate it, right?
Ignores unstable platform penalties.
Amazing. So
God
you're just gonna
damn.
go straight roll. That's great.
This is my first action. That explodes. Whoops, come back, please. Oh, you're gone. All right. 6. 3 is 9.
Yeah, and that sounds like a raise as well.
Yes, it is.
So you're gonna have a
and
D6 of extra damage.
so it'll be 3d6. It's the Tech 9. Also, I have rapid fire for 1 shooting attack per turn. Increase the rate of fire by 1. So the rate of fire on my Tech 9. Oh no, wait, it doesn't matter on my Tech 9. Never mind. I'm Goober.
Are you trying to hit the car or someone within the car?
I'm trying to hit the car. I'm not trying to.
That's fine.
If I can avoid killing someone, I'm gonna avoid killing someone. If I can fuck up their tires, I'm gonna fuck up their
So
tires.
here's one last thing I'm going to add. Whenever you take damage in the car, you did at least 1 take damage. You get bumped. So your vehicle's going to go back to that 5 of clubs at the beginning of the race here, and you are going to be effectively shooting ahead of you if you're trying to shoot the cartel. Although the ninjas are also near you as well.
Cool. 12, 13 damage.
And you're shooting at the cartel.
Sorry, let me look at who's. Yes, orange car. That's cartel, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, that definitely hits their damage threshold, so they're going to get bumped back, but they also have to attempt to not swerve out of control. So they are going to roll their drive. Stand by as I pull that up for the cartel member. They are driving. Ooh, they succeed on the wild die with a raise. And so they're only going to get bumped. They are not thrown out of control.
Okay.
So sure enough, they're able to straighten themselves out.
And I also have 2-gun kid, which means I can make an extra shooting or athletics roll with another range weapon with my offhand. I'm also ambidextrous, so I negate any offhand penalties. So I just basically get to shoot again with no penalty.
Oh wow, that's great.
Damn.
So I'm gonna do that
a
again.
fucking badass.
Yeah, I've got a lot of skills. I just don't have any fucking respect for authority.
Love
And
it.
that's a problem in the army. That's 5 success.
That is a success. So they are going to excuse me. So you hit it. Now you have to do your damage.
I have to do my damage. This is also 2d6. Since it's my Glock, I can use the rate of fire is 1 for Glock, but I can push it up to 2, which makes it, I think, 5 bullets. Yes.
If it's 5
I don't know if
bullets, and it's 5 die.
Oh, sick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5 of the damage die.
I think as I understand it. All right. 10, 18.
Ooh, that's definitely going to be another wound, and they are going to have to make another driving roll. Let's see how they do. Whoops, let me pull that away. The cartel. They keep disappearing on me. Here we go. Cartel member. They're going to drive, and they are going to roll it.
Damn.
Another. Well, hold on. Did I? Oh, yeah, there is a 10. Okay, so yeah, so they succeeded. So they're not going to fall out of control. You have wounded the vehicle twice, though, so it's pretty beat up. If it takes 2 more, I believe it'll be out of commission.
Okay.
All right, someone else's turn. Let's go. Take these bitches out.
All right, so with that, Eli is technically next. If you want, Eli, you can try to get ahead of them, so you can try to spend your action to move ahead. You can also do it as a free action, where if you succeed, you only move up 1 space. Or you can try to shoot at them or do anything else that you're attempting to do.
From what I'm seeing on the map, we're all aligned, so we're kind of like
Yes.
bottleneck.
Effectively, everyone is in not necessarily the same line. Like if you think about it, like 3D wise, they're just right next to you or right on top of you.
I think I kind of want to like try to slowly run one of them off the road.
I mean, you could try to ram the vehicle that the Cuban cartel that they've taken some.
Yeah, the one that
damage.
took the most damage. I kind of want to just like slowly with confidence, because everybody knows I know how to drive, and slowly just lean into that car and try to just like maybe if like we're on the freeway or something like that, if there's like an exit, like force them off the road or something like that. Or
we'll say right now you're on the road, but there's definitely lots of like side roads and neighborhoods and buildings and stuff that you can try to ram them into for sure.
Yeah, I want to like play a game of chicken with them essentially to see if they'll like get out of the way or try to keep at with us.
We're doing opposed maneuver rolls, and your maneuver roll is your driving roll since you're driving. So you're going to make that drive roll, and they're going to make an opposed drive roll.
Okay.
They didn't roll great.
They did not roll well, so hopefully you roll better.
I rolled a 3 and a 6 on my D6.
That explodes, right?
It explodes. Roll it again.
Roll it again.
Roll the D6 again.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then that's a 1 on the second roll. 7.
Okay, both participants cause the following damage to each other. Let's see. We can.
Well, that's a 7 plus 3. It's a 10, right?
Yeah, that's a 10.
Yeah.
No, because you don't add the dice together. You just add anything that explodes together.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
I
sorry.
see.
So I have here either scale, raise, toughness, or speed. Let's see. You want to run them off the road. So the base damage is based on scale. We'll say that you're in a large vehicle. Raise +6 bonus damage for the attacker. Let's have you. It's interesting because like I don't know if all of these things apply or if I just choose one of them. You're both going pretty fast. So let's just have you want to ram them, so let's just have you do that. You're going to have an extra D6 on your damage. So you successfully made the dodge roll. Now make some damage. You're going to roll 3d6 and you'll add 1 more. So it'll be 4d6 total. And you want to beat 13.
Beat 13. Uh, 15 total.
Yeah, that's gonna do it. So yeah, you smash into the car. The whole side is now crumpled, and
I'm sorry.
The cartel inside are trying to aim, and when you smash it, they start firing into the roof of their car, freaking out.
I'm freaking out too. I think Material Girl's kind of almost screaming out the top of their lungs at the same time that they're doing it. So we're all.
You're doing fine. You're doing fine. Oh my God, the car.
I gotta drive.
Yeah.
So that was your turn, Vince. You're next. Brings back.
Yeah. How is that car looking? Is it out of the fight?
Awful. Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, like the
Looks
wheels are shaking. It looks like you just need one solid hit on it. You could maybe even do a called shot or something, and it would go away.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna do a called shot because I'm already at a negative. So I'm at a -2 because it's an unstable platform.
Yeah.
I have marksman, which can negate up to 2 points of a penalty. And if I were to do a called shot, that would add another 2. So I'm just going to negate the penalty. I'm going to use marksman, and I'm just going to shoot for the engine block.
All right. All right.
So yeah, we're just gonna go that route. Let's give it a shot. It's a D8. Oh wait, shit, nope.
Ooh.
Okay, so I rolled a 6 on the wild die.
Okay, that is
it
a
again.
success.
Plus a 4, which is a 10.
That's a raise.
Okay, excellent. That's a raise. So you're going to have an extra d6 in damage, and
Okay.
go ahead and deal that damage.
All right, and with an AK-47, that is 2d8 plus 1. So I'm gonna roll that. 2d8, which is 7, plus 1 is 8, plus another d6, 8. So that's 13, and it's got 2 points of armor piercing.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, what are you using?
AK-47.
You just start firing into it, and you're shooting at the engine block, and sure enough, there's like a couple of sparks, and then the whole front of the car just explodes, and the thing does like a backflip.
Oh, yeah.
All of these Cuban cartel members screaming as they flip back, and that whole group is gone.
Fuck yeah. The
As
AK
the
goes
smoke
chop,
clears,
chop,
though-
chop.
As the smoke clears, though, just like when they first appeared, the ninja car kind of
Oh,
pulls up
shit.
like a sleek white, rice burner vehicle, and they're gonna pull up right beside you, and it's going to be their turn, and you see a bunch of ninjas in the car. The driver is going to use their action to hold steady. And you see 3 ninjas start climbing out of the car, and they're all going to make leaps to try to jump onto your car.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
Amazing.
Don't do it.
I don't like that at all.
Let's go. I have nothing
Let's
for
see,
close
what do you-
combat. Let's go.
I'm going to say that they all have to make agility rolls to get over. 1 succeeds,
Oh, God.
2
damn.
succeeds,
Oh, fuck.
1 fails.
Thank God.
I'm going to spend a Benny to try to get them to succeed.
Son of a
Oh,
bitch.
yeah, they do succeed. Okay.
God damn it. Fuck
So
score.
there are now 3 ninjas on top of your car, and I think they're all gonna draw these long swords that they have, these katanas, and they're just gonna start stabbing into the car.
Hit the brakes. Hit the brakes.
Before you can hit the brakes, they're gonna make their fighting rolls.
Oh,
so
goddamn.
let's make their
I don't like that.
1 succeeds,
I don't like that.
1 succeeds on their wild die, and 1
Ooh,
critically
the crit
fails.
failed. Oh.
So I'm gonna have them make an agility roll at disadvantage, or should I say -2, to see if they fall off. Oh yeah, no. So one of them raises their katana, then falls off. As Material Kid just tries to swerve out of the way, but 2 of them are going to try to deal damage. I think they're going to they're aiming for you guys, and they're close enough that I won't say that there's a penalty with the there's like no armor or anything on the car that's protecting you. One of them's going to attack Material Kid. He's going to succeed with he's going to deal you 5 damage. What is your toughness?
Oh, shit.
My toughness is 6.
Okay, so they actually don't succeed in dealing you any damage.
Oh.
The other one, I think, is probably going to aim at Prizrak, who was the last person that dealt a bunch of damage. They roll a 17, which I believe is going to be tougher or worse than your toughness.
Oh, yeah, by a bit. By a bit.
Yeah, so you're going to take that 17,
Okay.
which, if it's that much damage, is that a raise where you get 2 wounds, or is it just 1 wound?
I think it is.
Okay.
You get 2.
You're gonna-
technically.
You're going to take 2 wounds, and you're shaken as well.
Okay. Okay.
Can
So
soak,
one
though.
you've got your arm out. One of them just stabs the katana through it.
Yeah, how do I soak?
You can soak. Yeah, you make, I believe, a vigor roll, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. All right, yeah. I'm
Does
gonna
that
try to
sound right,
soak
Lev?
that.
It's
Okay,
a
so
vigor
you're
roll.
gonna
I
make a
don't
vigor
remember
roll.
the specifics of it, but I know
Okay,
it's a
and-
vigor roll.
And if you make a 4,
Okay. Do I use wild die as well on that?
I
Yes.
don't know. You do.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, then that's a 4. Then I made it.
All right. So you're gonna only have one
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 wound. and
wound.
shaken.
one wound. Thank you.
And
One wound,
shaken.
and you are shaken. Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Okay. That was their turn. The ninja boss is gonna pull up on a motorcycle, me, and he pulls up on the opposite side.
Fuck. Flanked.
Yeah, I think that he's going to. Let's see what the Ninja Master has. I think he's got a special weapon that I want to
God damn it.
have him use.
Fucking of course he does.
Where are you, Ninja Master? There we go.
This is so fun.
Ninja Master has a kunai, which is like those little like metal like darts that are on chains. So he begins swinging it, and he's gonna like try to throw it through the glass to try to hit the person who's I would say probably Grid Runner is in the passenger.
I'm in the
seat,
back.
right?
I'm in the back because Prizrak called shotgun.
Called shotgun.
And I almost pulled Material Kid to the back, but there's like those little windows on the sides of DeLoreans too.
Yes, so they're gonna make their fighting roll to see if they succeed.
They do have a -2 at me because I have dodge.
Oh, excellent. So they rolled a total of 6, which I think is still a success.
My toughness is 8.
Oh, well, no, that was the initial. Well, yeah, you're right. Excuse me. Your toughness is 8, so they are going to miss. Excellent. So I'll say that it's just for flavor. You know, they throw it, the glass shatters next to you, but it goes past your face and then comes right back to them as they're driving.
Oh, fuck. Okay, that's good. That's not a throwing star. Throwing stars are small, but trust me, they really, really hurt.
Another Benny for Grid Runner.
I'm trying to get all of them.
Oh yeah.
So that's what you scream out. They, what do they want to do? They're just gonna just tag alongside you. I think they're actually going to try to get ahead of you. They're going to use a free action to maneuver to get just slightly ahead of you in case you manage to get ahead of their ninjas. We're going to do a drive roll. Stand by. They don't succeed though, but they are going to be able to still move up 1, I believe.
Damn.
Actually, it's a free action. They didn't succeed. They would have +2 if it was an action. No, I'll say that they don't. I'll say that they don't move. Anybody in the chat knows otherwise, you let me know.
Sound off,
here
chat.
we go. So the cartel is gone, and that was the end of that round. We're going to redraw cards now.
God bless America. Jesus.
Go again. So here we go. We're going to pull up our player cards. We've got a Jack for Lev. We've got a 7 for Eli. We've got a 5 for Vince.
God damn it.
And a 2 for me. So even worse.
So yeah, well, so
Okay.
the diamonds go second to last. Hearts go after spades. So.
That only happens if you have ties in like numbers.
Oh, that's right. Okay, that's right. Yep.
So at the top is Lev, the Grid Runner.
Yep.
What you gonna do?
Okay. So I would like to okay, for my first action I want to reach for Prizrak's arm and start wrapping it and do a healing roll to see if I can take his injuries down from a wound to just shaken.
Okay.
And I will spend a Benny to remove the shaken condition as well.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm down to 2 Bennies.
I'm gonna spend a Benny to re-roll that because it was a 1 and a 2, and I'm
Okay.
not about that. I'm gonna spend another Benny because that was a 2 and a 3, and I have enough Bennies that I'm gonna keep doing it.
You do have a lot of bennies.
Okay, that's a 5.
Okay. So that's a success. So that means you remove that wound.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
And you are not shaken Prizrak because you're going to choose on your turn to remove the shaken condition.
That's right.
What does it look like, Grid Runner? Is it just like taping them up or what?
Yeah, it's just like you can almost kind of see a little bit of the training coming in of just like, oh, I drop everything. The tech kind of like swings across their back. The Glock kind of gets tucked under their thigh, and they just pull out a bandage from one of the pockets on their coat and starts just like tightly wrapping your bleeding arm, and like just like not like tape on it, but like just like cinching it down so that it's putting pressure on your wound and also not like actively bleeding in the car. This is really
blood.
gross, and I don't want blood in my car. Lisa's gonna freak the fuck out.
Spasibo. Thank you.
Yeah, I got you. And then oh no, I can't do that because I didn't make any. Hold on, I'm trying to.
Yeah.
So that if that's one of my actions, do I have the other 2 actions to do things?
I think maybe I should
Or
have
is
said
this
this
gonna be-
in the beginning. I want you guys to announce all of your actions before you take them. So
Cool.
if you only did one, because if
Then
you,
that's
if you
all I'm
do
doing.
say you want to do 2 things, then I'll have to give you a -2 to both of those. That's
totally
the way
makes
it works,
sense.
right?
Cool.
Okay, so
Then
you
that's
spend the
what I'm
whole
doing.
time just wrapping them up. That makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Next in the initiative is going to be Eli, Material Kid. You need to get away from these folks. They're sandwiching you right now.
Yeah.
You want to
I
spend
wanna-
an action to try to advance past them?
Yeah, I want to use all of my action
Okay.
to try to get ahead and keep moving.
You're going to make a drive roll, and you have +2 to it because of that.
Cool. Please. Oh, hell yeah. I got a 4 on my D4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's 7 for the drive. +2, that's 9.
Excellent. You move up 2 spaces
Fuck yeah, man.
to the 8 of clubs, which I think maybe on the next turn will introduce a complication.
Goddamn.
Let's see. Let me roll for that now.
Why though?
Why though?
Why though?
So, like,
We're already
why?
making it complicated enough. We don't need to make it any more
Right.
complicated than we need to. I'm rolling a D4 here. What
Yeah.
Okay, got a D10.
How about nah?
What if we don't?
Let me re-roll that. 3. Okay. Okay, I know what happens on the next turn. All right. You are now ahead of the ninjas. Excuse me, you're ahead of the cars, but you still have 2 ninjas on top of the car who kind of brace themselves as you speed forward.
Well, if we're going too fast where they can't attack, that's perfect. Just
I don't know if they're going that fast, but
till I see checker flag or God, we're gonna keep going.
exactly. Vince, you are next. What would you like to do?
Okay. I am. Okay. So how many we got? How many on top of the
You got
roof?
2 ninjas, one
Okay.
kind of in the back, one more in the hood.
How does it work with like firing up through the roof? Like, do I just try to hit one in particular? Can I like spray and pray?
Yeah, I'm basically counting the vehicles not having any kind of armor protection for you
Okay.
and for them. So like you could shoot at their car and hurt them, but
Okay.
they can also stab through the car and get you.
Yeah, we got a problem. Yeah, we got a problem with these guys. So actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and do a unarmed, like a melee attack, and I'm going to try to like a fighting attack, and I'm going to try to grab one and just fucking yeet him off the
Okay.
roof.
Okay, gotcha. It sounds more like an opposed roll than some kind of fighting. So
Yeah.
maybe let's make what feels better to you, an opposed agility or opposed fighting?
I think opposed. Maybe fighting for Prizrak, agility for the other guy because he's trying to dodge it.
Is that how it works where they have to do? Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Yeah. All right, so
Okay.
they're going to make their agility, you make your fighting roll.
Okay, and then
God.
also I do have an edge. I've got brawler, which means I had D4 to damage from fists. Okay, that's good to know. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and do my fighting roll, which is going to be a D6. Yep, D6.
Mhm.
All right, let's find out. That is fuck. That's a 3. But I'm gonna spend a Benny to reroll. I'm gonna spend a Benny to reroll that.
Okay.
So yeah, we're gonna do that again. That's 6. That's 6, baby, and that explodes. Right. So
Yep.
that's an 8. 8 total.
Okay, they did not. The best they rolled was a 7.
Okay.
So I'm going to say that you do successfully trip them, and they go hurtling off of the vehicle
Fuck yeah.
and spinning away into the distance. So it's really just one left on top of the car.
Dope.
And that was your turn.
Yes, sir.
Let's say with the The one ninja driver is going to try to catch up, so they're going to use a +2 to roll. Go. That is a 4, so they do succeed. So they're going to spend their entire action moving up to you. There is a ninja on your car, so they will attack. Let's pull up their thing. They're going to make a fighting roll. Let's say, I think they're going to continue to try to stab at the driver. They roll an 8, so they are going to start dealing you damage. They roll a 14 total. So, I'm sorry, Material Kid, is your toughness an 8 or lower?
Yeah, my toughness is 6.
Okay, so they do successfully strike you. They're going to deal 14 damage, which is basically 2 wounds, unless you try to soak some of it.
Yes, I
Okay,
would like
if
to
you're
soak it.
If you're going to soak it, then you're going to roll your vigor roll, whatever your vigor attribute is, and you're going to hope that you succeed at least once. But if it explodes, you can roll it again.
Son of a bitch.
Help.
Help.
Yes.
Help.
Yes. Okay, that exploded.
Oh,
And that
great.
exploded again.
Go, let's go!
13!
Yeah.
So I believe what that means is not only do you not take any damage, but you're not shaken either.
Hell
So,
yeah.
Okay.
So they stab through the driver window, and you just duck your head, and it goes into the seat, but then shing, pulls back.
Ah,
Oh my god, it cut my hair! It's like a
Yeah,
piece
single-
falls off.
Single piece falls off.
it's okay.
Okay.
Keep your cool. Keep your cool.
And then we'll have the ninja boss. He wants to catch up, so he's going to try to do a +2. Let's make sure that his drive roll is a D8. So we'll have a D8 and a D6. He has a +2. He does succeed. That actually explodes. So he's going to definitely be able to pull up. So again, sandwiched between the two of them again. He's used his action, and I'm not going to have him attack. So we'll have him wait. New turn with a complication.
Goddamn.
Here we go. Chase. So we're gonna draw a 3 of clubs for Lev.
Fuck.
Which is
Benny.
not good. Okay, Benny to re-roll it or to get a new one. You'll get a 4. It's
Okay.
better than a club. A 5 of hearts for Eli.
I have a thing called Into the Groove, which says I can draw an extra action card while I'm listening to my favorite music.
Mhm.
Do I get an extra? Do I draw an extra card here in this situation, or is
Yeah,
that for something else?
You draw an extra action card, and we'll say that you'll basically replace the one that you have.
Okay.
Right? So let me draw another one. That's a king.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'll say that's worth it.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so that's our setup now. So here's the thing. We're on the 8 of clubs on the chase. So that means a complication occurs. I'm gonna say, well, I'll introduce it when it happens. We'll go first with Material Kid with the king. What are you doing? You can continue to try to advance. You would get to the last of the 5 cards and advance the chase further, or you could do the old ram that worked pretty well the last time.
Sure did.
What's more important, getting rid of people or keeping us going? Because you guys kind of have it, right?
Yeah, I'd focus on keeping us going.
Move us.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna use my action to advance.
+2 to that roll.
It's a 5.
Okay, that's a success, and you're going to only move up 1 because a raise would have given you 2. So now you're on the 6 of hearts. But sure enough, you're able to do that. The queen of spades is next. I'm going to say that's my ninjas. I think the driver is going to try to make the free action of driving up 1. Yep, they're going to succeed, so they're going to move up 1. And then the ninja on top of the car is going to try to stab again at you.
No.
No.
Oh,
Stop it.
Leave me alone.
Stop doing that. Their wild die is a 5, but you have a toughness of 6, so they're going to miss.
Okay. Stop hitting me.
Yeah.
I'm just yelling out at them.
I'm gonna say what they do is they pull the katana back, and they have these like climbing claws that have like these sharp edges, and now they're just trying to reach at you through the glass.
That's unnecessary.
That's against the rules. You're not supposed to use it.
Against the rules.
The ninja master is only 1 away, so they're just gonna try to take the free action of moving up 1. They succeed, so they move up 1. And then they're going to take an action to strike at you.
Son of a
Ninja
bitch.
Master. They're going to make their fighting attack. This is a success with a... Well, actually... They have to be targeting somebody to do that, right? Yeah, I'll say that they're targeting the car. They do succeed with 6, and now they're going to deal their damage. I'm going to say this time they have pulled out the katana that they have, and they're going to try to make a strike. They roll a 12. I'm going to spend a Benny to see if I can get higher. It's worth it. Yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, because it doubled, because it exploded, I can add the bonus damage, which makes it 13. So it just manages to hit your car. Please make a note, Eli, that your car has 1 wound.
Oh, no.
Oh, shit.
I'm going to say it actually has 2 wounds because you rammed into the other car as well.
That's fair.
Mother
So
of
2 wounds for the car.
Look at her. She's falling apart. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, most of the windows are busted and there's bullet holes all over it.
Not cool.
Okay,
Not cool.
so it's trying. Yeah, so the Ninja Master is trying to just take your vehicle out, and that's their turn. So that means now we go to Lev.
Okay, so I have... What do I want to do? I'm so sorry. I have 2 things I want to do.
Okay, you're going to take 2 actions.
Yes. The first is I want to just shoot straight up and try and hit the ninja on the roof.
I can get behind that.
Okay.
That's a 6.
Okay, so here's where the complication comes in. You aim the weapon at them, and it jams.
God damn it! Ugh! I start like fiddling with it. Oh, fuck it! I drop the tech, and instead, okay. So by the look at the map, it looks like the car and the ninja are next to each other, but the ninja's on one side and the car is on the other. Yeah.
Yeah, ignore that because that's just an indication. I basically put the enemies on one side and you guys on the other, but you can imagine it where the sedan is on the driver's side and the ninja master is on the right side, the passenger side.
And how fucked up is the
sedan?
No. Yeah, how fucked up is the sedan looking?
Not really at all.
Not really at all.
Yeah.
Okay. For my other action, I'm gonna use 2-gun kid, so I don't have to worry about the penalty, the offhand penalty. But I am gonna give myself like a called shot penalty where I'm gonna try and chuck a grenade through their window.
Okay, I do believe you have a -2 because the 2 actions. You've taken 2 actions.
Make an extra shooting or athletic throwing roll with another ranged weapon with an offhand with no multi-action penality.
It's just an edge. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so would that if I'm throwing a grenade would be athletics, right?
Yes.
Right? Okay. All right, let's see.
Bless you.
Thank
Bless
you. So
you.
sorry. That's a 5. That's a success. That's fine. I'll take a 5.
Okay, that's a success. Go ahead and roll the damage.
3d6. 11 damage.
Okay. Just because I liked it so much, the vehicle itself doesn't get destroyed, but you chuck the grenade in through the passenger window, and the ninja like sees it and begins rolling up the window like old school manual style, not realizing it's too late, and then there's an enormous explosion inside the car. I'm just gonna say that guy's out of commission.
Fuck yeah! Fuck
That guy's
yeah!
out. All
That's
that's left
dope.
is the ninja master on the other side.
That was so badass.
Fucking up my
that
car.
was cool.
That was badass as hell.
Vince, it's your turn.
Yep. All right. I'm gonna make that AK chop down that ninja master. That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
We're gonna go ahead and make a shooting roll.
Okay.
So that that's my plan. All right. Yeah. So D8. Cool. That's a 4.
That's a 4 that will succeed.
Okay.
Now,
So-
parry is only involved with a melee combat, right?
Correct. Yep.
You can't really parry a bullet. Okay.
Right. Yep. And then now I will roll my damage, which is going to be again. That is 2d8 plus 1 with an armor piercing of 2. So I'm gonna
Ooh,
roll my
nice.
2d8. So that's 7 total.
7 total is lower than his toughness.
I figured it was. All right.
Yeah. So you
Shit.
start firing at him, but he literally just like bends backwards, kind of lays back on his motorcycle and
Yep.
misses those bullets.
Oh, I should have aimed for the bike. I should have aimed for the
Matrix
bike.
style.
Yeah, Matrix styles it.
Should've
All
aimed
right,
for the
so
bike.
that's the end of that round.
All right.
Let's go again. Let's pull. Is this what I want? Chase. Nope, that's not what I wanted. So here's the players. Lev is going to get a 6 of diamonds. Eli is going to get a 10 of clubs,
Okay.
which will introduce a complication. A Queen of Spades for Vince, and a
Wait.
King of Clubs for me. Interesting.
Can I spend a Benny to get rid of that?
Yes,
Please.
I'll give you a new
I don't
one.
want another club.
Queen of Hearts.
Hey, there it is.
Okay, so I have a King of Clubs, which means my guy's going to have a complication. Now, how do I do this? Character faces a complication, hits action card as club. Okay. How do I roll this? Let's see. I'm just going to say that, you know, in the process of dodging your bullets, the his motorcycle kind of goes out of control. So he's going to have to make a drive roll to try to get back into control, or maybe fall back one. Ooh, boy. Do I have enough bennies? I do have enough bennies. I'm going to burn another one to get a success on that.
There you go.
So
Yep.
I've only got 1 benny left, but he does manage to stabilize his vehicle, and he's now going to go. I think that he is going to ditch the bike. I think he's going to jump onto the car. So I'm going to ask him to make an agility roll.
Fuck.
He's definitely going to
I have
succeed.
2 ninjas in the car.
And now that he's in, what can he do? He's got
inside
his...
the car.
I don't think he's inside the car.
Okay.
He's on top of the car, but I'm gonna have him try to make a kunai attack, and if he succeeds, if he gets a raise on it, he can actually tie somebody up.
That's unnecessary. I don't think that's
So-
appropriate.
Who would he aim? He's gonna aim for the driver. He wants that driver to stop driving.
No.
He does succeed on his fighting roll, so he's going to use his kunai. And oh god, what do I do? Bonus. See, I didn't roll that well. I'm going to spend my last Benny that I have to make this happen. Yes.
Son of a bitch.
So he beats your damage threshold, your toughness, material kid, and he gets a raise. So on a raise,
Fuck.
the attacker can elect to have their chain wrap around their target. This gives a target a -2 to parry until the start of the target's next turn. So you get wrapped up in this, and it's going to deal just okay, so you're going to take 2 wounds. Where are you on the track? Are you at
Damn.
1 or 3 wounds now?
I think I'm at 3.
Because you had 1 wound?
Yeah, I had 1 wound. No. Yeah, I got 1 wound.
You soaked it.
Oh, I did.
Oh, you did soak it. Excuse me.
Soaked
So
it.
you,
I did
so
soak
you
them.
now,
So yeah. So,
we'll
then
say that you
I've
have
soaked
2
every
wounds.
wound that I've gotten. Yeah.
Yeah. So you have 2
then,
wounds now, and you have -2 to your parry, which is to dodge melee rolls, and you know what's coming as he begins to pull out a big nasty katana.
Son
You,
of a
the rest
bitch.
of you see that, you know, she's just barely able to hold on to the steering wheel as she's tied up in chains by this kunai. And that is their roll. Eli, it's which goes first, hearts or spades?
Hearts.
Okay,
No,
No,
Eli,
wait,
you
no,
go
spades,
first then.
spades.
Oh.
Sorry,
That's
spade.
alphabetical order.
Vince, you get to go first.
Oh, I do.
Yep.
Oh
You got
yeah,
the Ninja
no.
Master on the hood who's tied up Eli.
Yep, I'm going
No.
to I'm gonna lean out with the he's a ninja master, which means his fighting is probably higher than mine. So I'm going to do a dodge this moment and fucking blast him with the AK. So I'm gonna
Okay.
go ahead and make that shooting roll.
Yeah. Dodge
Um,
this.
Yep. So here we go. God, I'm gonna spend my last Benny. I'm gonna spend my last
Okay.
Benny on that
All
one.
right, you had double ones.
Yeah.
You can't spend bennies on double ones.
Oh, you can't.
Oh, you can.
Damn. Okay.
Right.
No.
Yep.
I
All
hate, I hate to be
No,
the did we have
listen.
homework kid, but
I love it.
I think maybe the quickest, easiest problem is that you go to fire and something jams, and maybe even the front of the gun kind of explodes, and you know that it's now
fuck.
completely useless.
Yep. He starts cussing up a storm in Russian.
Yeah. I don't think you can do much else. I
Yeah.
would allow a free action if you wanted to get onto the hood with the ninja, but I don't know if that's what you want to do.
I can attempt another action at a penalty to try to grab him, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Okay, we'll say it's a -2.
-2. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to I'm gonna try to grab him and at least throw him off. So that's really all I can do at this point.
Yeah. So is this an opposed test that you're trying to do, or are you trying to deal damage, like punch him?
Probably an opposed.
Okay, so he's going to make a agility roll.
Yep, I did. Yeah, he beat me.
Yeah, he rolled a
Yep.
6, and you rolled a 4.
Four.
Was your highest.
Yep.
Yeah, so you're trying to grab his leg, but he's lifting it up and kicking back at you.
Yep.
Very agile. Material girl, what you want to do?
Yep. You're
Okay.
up.
So I have an edge called Thief, which gives me a +1 in like thievery and athletics. Could I use that to grab the chain while Pizrak is distracting them to try to like
Hey.
get him off his footing by just trying to pull the kunai down, the kunai chain that he has?
It kind of feels like a test. I mean, it kind of feels like if you want to roll a test, and then he could be distracted for, you know, probably Lev, who's going to go next to have an advantage on him.
Okay. Yeah, I
That's
can do that.
probably
I would,
That's probably the best thing. So they're going to have to make an opposed roll against you. And what is it
yeah,
that
I'm
you're...
just like I'm just like yanking it. So like,
And you want to make that an athletics?
yeah, I want to make that as an athletics.
Okay, they're going to, or I guess it's athletics, and they'll make an agility.
Mm-hmm.
They rolled a 7. Can you roll higher than that?
We'll see. That's the wrong
Always
dice.
spend a Benny to re-roll if you want to.
We about to find out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to spend a Benny to re-roll.
Damn.
Fuck. Same number. 6.
Damn, just below. Yeah,
Just below. Shit.
yeah. You're not able to shake them off, unfortunately.
Okay.
That is your turn. If you wanted to take an action, just because I feel like being lenient, if you want to do a -2 action to try to do something like shake him off the car, you could attempt to. There are maneuvers, like you could try to force, or we'll say maybe even ram.
Force a ram.
Yeah, if the attacker attempts to force arrival away from his vehicle, to do so, you must make a opposed maneuvering roll, but you do it at -2. So I guess that wouldn't be ideal for you.
Yeah, no, with the D4 on the drive, it would just make it worse. Yeah.
Okay. That's that, and then we have Lev, Grid Runner.
Okay. I potentially want to do 3 things.
Damn. Okay.
I'm gonna say all the things that I want to do. You tell me how much of this I can do.
Okay.
The first attack, I want it to be a wild attack, which gives me +2 to fighting, +2 to damage, but I'm vulnerable until the end of the attacker's next turn. I'm gonna try and, seeing how bloody Material Kid is, I want to try and bust up in between and try to be a bigger problem for the Ninja Master than Material Kid is.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I want to okay. By that logic, then because the third thing I want to do is I want to try and heal again, but I know that takes way more focus than doing the shooting things.
Yeah, and you'll be at a -3 for doing these, or at least a -2.
Yeah.
Because you get like you basically get 2 actions to shoot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you be open to, if I spent a Benny and took a -3, to me doing healing?
Sure.
Okay.
So
then I'll do
let's
that.
you want to heal first?
I'll try and do the heal first. It'll be to
Okay.
-3.
Hell yeah.
And this is a lot less delicate than it was with
Just stabbing
Berserk.
yourself with a EpiPen or something, or a.
So 7. It would have been a 10, but it's a 7.
Okay, that's a success.
So it's a lot of just like putting like pressure on a wound and like just like taping it down really fast, not really trying to do anything delicate. And then I'll start doing my shooting
Okay.
after that. Okay, that should hold you. Just don't fucking die right now.
Oh, I see. So Material Kid went down a.
Yes, material. I was a
Yeah.
lot less.
Wound.
Okay, so 13 for the first one.
A 13.
No,
is-
technically 15 for the first one because I've done wild attack.
Okay, so that's a raise. So yeah, you get to add a d6 to your damage.
Where are all my things? Okay. So the first one is not great damage, 9 damage.
9 does go past his toughness though, so he's going to take 1 wound from that.
Ooh,
Okay.
nice. Okay.
And then my Glock. I'm gonna use rapid fire for 1 shooting attack per turn, increase rate of fire by 1. So if I hit, it'll be 5 damage die instead of 2. That's a 7.
7 is just under his toughness,
Okay.
but he
So
now
that
has
doesn't
1
count.
wound and is shaken.
Okay.
Fuck.
So yeah,
Yeah.
so maybe you fire at him. One of them hits his shoulder, and he kind of stumbles back. So now he's kind of like a little dazed on the hood of the car.
Damn right.
Oh, he should have taken 2 more on damage, whatever I damaged him. So it should have been 9.
You said
11.
like 7.
It was.
should have
It should have been. I rolled a 9, so it should be an 11.
That's.
But I'm
he has 2
vulnerable.
wounds.
Yeah. Then I'm vulnerable against his. Until the end of his next turn.
Right, because you did the,
'Cause I did
the
wild.
Right. Okay. Great. All right. So he is. If it isn't obvious by now, he's also kind of a wild card character. He has bennies and whatnot too. Well, I think that's the end of our round actually. So I'm gonna re-roll. Here we go.
Buckle up, kids.
Here we go. 7 of clubs. Oh, 9 of clubs for Eli.
Oh, fuck.
Jack of hearts. And 3 of hearts for me. Anybody want to get a new card, or you automatically Eli get a new card because of your ability,
Yeah, that
which is a
edge, yeah.
joker.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
nice.
So what that means is everybody gets a Benny, including me.
I'm gonna
and
use a
Eli,
bunny
you can
and
start
do a
wherever
new
you
card.
want. Okay, Eli, you can start wherever you want in the initiative. So right now it looks like Lev and Vince would go first. Eli, where do you want to land in that? Do you want to go last? Do you want to go before the enemy? You want to go first?
I definitely want to go before the enemy, but I think Prizrak and Gridrunner should handle the business first, and then I can fall in line afterwards.
All right, with a shaken enemy of Gridrunner, you can go again.
I think at this point he's used all of one of them, or probably one of the magazines in his Glock, so he'll release it, crack another one in, and just keep 2 shots once again. 1 shot at the guy in front, 1 shot at the guy above.
Makes sense. Just to be clear, there's basically only 1 person left.
Oh, the ninja on the roof got yoinked?
Yes. There's basically
great.
just the ninja master who's on the hood of the car.
Great, then everything's going into him. 9 to hit.
That'll hit.
8 damage. And
That just beats his toughness.
Second attack. Same with the Glock, doing the rapid fire once again. I'm gonna spend another Benny to re-roll because I got a 1 and a 2, and I don't like that. I'm down to 3 Bennies. And that's a 5, which also doesn't hit. I'm gonna spend another Benny, go down to 2.
Oh my god.
Keep trying. There's a reason I front-loaded myself with Bennies.
Hell yeah.
Fuck.
Get
Do it
this
again.
ninja off this
One more.
roof.
Get this motherfucking ninja off my motherfucking roof.
No, I'm gonna save my last Benny for something important. I miss him on the second.
He is still shaken, and now he has 3 wounds. 1 wound left, and you'll take him out of commission. And,
Ice this fucker, Prizrak.
Vince, it's your turn.
Yep. Dumping the AK and going for the Glock. I'm gonna use my Glock on him.
Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna be able to beat this guy in a stand-up fight. So 6. Fuck yeah, that explodes.
Excellent.
So
Get to roll it.
that's an 8. Yep.
And 8 does it.
An 8 does it. Okay, so damage wise, that's gonna be 2d6. So that's an 8.
Wow. That does beat his toughness, matches it at an 8. So
Fuck
he
yeah.
takes that wound. So yeah, he's trying to dodge where he can, but he's still just too shaken. And when you pumps the last bits of lead into him, he just falls backwards, which is forwards on the car, and he kind of goes under the car, and then boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Runs him
my
over.
god.
You ran someone over, kid.
I'm pretty sure he was dead already before Tyre.
The good news is you have eliminated all of the enemies that you had chasing you.
Yeah, we did.
So the chase sequence basically comes to an end where you just start booking it. Now, do you want to take the highway or do you want to take like the streets? Highway would be faster. Streets are going to take longer, but maybe you can be more hidden in the streets.
We're gonna take the streets because I have a thing called Streetwise that adds a +2 to my common knowledge, and then I want to use that to navigate us as quickly as possible and as stealthy as possible.
Love it. Let me get an ability roll from you using that, and if you are successful, you'll get to the next portion of your mission, the last stretch.
Fuck yeah.
Well, that was it. 6. Okay, hell yeah. That's 2 explosions. 3 explosions? What the fuck?
Whoa.
Yeah, keep it up. Keep it up.
9. That's 11. Plus 1,
amazing.
12.
Yeah, that's
wait,
great.
I'm sorry, plus 2, that's 13.
Fantastic. Sure enough, you take the byways, the street sides, you avoid the highway, knowing that that's going to leave you more vulnerable and more open. And the screen, which is now cracked from all the action, pops open on the DeLorean, and you see Blinkers, and he says, "How's it going, Street Wolves?"
Where
Give
it's
me some good
going,
news.
Blinker? We're driving. We have the package. It's kind of hard to hear you over all this wind, but yeah, we're on the way.
That's okay. Listen, all I wanted to tell you is that it's very important that you remember. And then all of a sudden, this kind of like flash of light, this door opens behind Blinkers in the screen. And he goes, oh my God, they found me. Street wolves! And his screen goes dark.
Blinkers, no!
What?
Oh, Blinkers!
Fuck!
Oh man, Blinkers, no! Oh shit!
You know that the mission has to continue though, so you continue on towards Miami International Airport.
Oh, I feel like a dick for all the times I was an asshole to him now. Fuck.
You just need to be more nicer in general. Blinkers was one of us.
Chris Reg, let me have you make a notice roll
Yeah, you
as
got.
you were looking at the screen watching him.
Sure thing, you bet. It's a D8. Okay, dope. It's a 4.
Okay. With a success, you're staring at the screen just before he goes dark, and you see like a big glove come in and grab Blinkers, and you notice the USSR symbol on that glove, and then he gets yanked out.
Bitches.
Fucking Soviet piece of trash.
You finally get to Miami International Airport, and you know it's just a matter now of finding the tarmac.
Yeah,
Okay?
yeah.
Do you approach in the sense that you are just gunning it as fast as you can? What is everyone doing as they're trying to approach the tarmac?
I have a question logistically
Yes.
before. Are street
fair.
wolves like we're like an underground society. We're not like people that can be like, this is official street wolves business. We gotta
yeah.
go.
We have no
Well,
authority.
some street wolves are technically like cops or FBI detectives, kind of like in Delta Green. So
Okay.
unless your background is in that, it's going to be hard to throw your weight around.
Right, okay. That's kind of what I figured.
Yeah, I think the three of you are basically just mercenaries.
Yeah, we're A-teaming this. Yeah, and the car is also all fucked up.
Yeah.
I
Shit.
can talk to somebody and see if they
Yeah.
can point us in the right direction.
Yeah.
I feel like you
You
could
know what?
maybe
Do we
talk
know
to
what
somebody.
did Blinkers tell? Yeah, did Blinkers tell us what tarmac we needed to be
Yeah.
at?
They told you to go.
Possible
You could maybe
thing.
use your talk ability to get past some security.
Okay.
Like, hey,
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna
we
do.
got a schedule for the private tarmac, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
So, Material Kid pulls up in a completely decimated DeLorean with 2 wounded individuals in the back.
I'm not hurt at all. I'm fine.
You're not hurt at all. Okay, I'm gonna say the Material Kid, you have a -2 to this persuasion roll. Unless
Okay.
you have some
Bullshit.
edge or something that gives you an advantage.
I mean, I'm charismatic, so I can reroll using persuasion. So yeah,
Okay.
I have a buffer. Oh.
So you will have to make the persuasion roll at -2, but you get 2 chances at it. And all you gotta
That
do
was
is
my
hit a
only
4.
D8.
Oh no!
I dropped it.
I wish I could share my D8 with you.
I know.
Ah, here we go. I got one. You better work, bitch. Ooh, I exploded on my D6.
Let's go.
That's a 10. -2 would be an
Okay.
8. Hi.
Okay, that is a success.
brave.
What
Hi,
did
we're-
they say? What? Yeah.
Hi, we're a part of the stunt team that was going to be shooting later tonight. This is just a stunt car. I don't be alarmed and stuff like that. We're supposed to go to whatever tarmac Blinkers told us to go to. Yeah. How's your night going? It's great, right?
Yeah, the security guard's like, you're cute.
Yeah, I know. It's great. Yeah, Hollywood. Yeah.
Make sure to come back and give me your number once you drop off the car.
Sure. I will.
Sure.
He
Yeah,
lifts,
thank
he lifts the
you.
security barrier and you start driving through.
Do you mean to beat that
let, me
guy up
ask,
for you?
let me ask Grid Runner or Prizrak, one of you, to make a notice roll.
Oh yeah. What's your notice at, Grid Runner?
Nice.
Sick. I got an 8.
Okay.
You
Go
go
ahead.
on then. I think Grid Runner is like dead eyeing the guard guy who's trying to hit on hit on Material Kid, just like I'm gonna
That's
fuck your shit up.
I got this many.
This
I got
many.
5. Yeah.
You got a 5, so that's
Yep.
a success.
Yep.
Prizrak, you can see that on the private tarmac there is like a, what do they call a propeller plane?
Oh, yeah,
that is probably where you're trying to go.
Okay.
But then you notice something very unusual. There is a very large individual walking towards your car, dressed similarly to you in all black leather. They probably stand like 6'10" in size. They have a similar kind of buzz cut to you, but they've got black hair. They've got these shades on. And that's when you notice the gloves with the USSR symbol. And you realize that some Russian super soldier is walking towards you. And that's when you notice he's also pulling out
Motherfucker.
a grenade launcher.
Gotta go. Simple enough.
He's gonna make a shoot. Well, I guess let's enter initiative. Let's be fair.
Oh
and enter
my
initiative
god.
here.
Oh my god.
So
Fuck.
I'm going to recall all the cards for the players, and we're gonna shuffle our cards, and then we'll start dealing. So Lev, you've got a 3. Eli, you've got a 7 of clubs. Vince, you've got a king of clubs.
All right, all
And
right.
I have a 9 of spades. Anybody want to re-roll anything?
I think I'm out of bennies. I got another Benny.
I'll take
So
it.
what order would I be going in
I'll
at this
remind
point?
you that playing up your hindrances and just going totally crazy and balls to the wall with your actions will gain you bennies
Yeah.
as an option. But yeah, you have a king of clubs. Are you going to keep that? If so, I'll have to roll a complication.
No, I'll re-roll it. Or
Okay,
redraw it.
I'm
Redraw it.
I'll redraw a new card. You are going to get the 3 of clubs. Damn, this
Son
thing
of
is
a-
just stacked against you. Yeah.
All right. Well, shit. This might be the end of Prizrak.
Let's find. I just want to find the complications table.
Sure.
For when we're in initiative. I'm gonna have to find it. But in the meantime, I guess we should start with the highest person, which is me, actually. So that actually works out.
It does work out.
Works out. So he is going to make his fighting roll against you. Stand by.
Oh, shooting roll to shoot.
Excuse me, shooting roll.
Yeah, to fucking shoot
Not
the
fighting.
big
He's not
fuck off
fighting with
missile
the
launcher.
grenade launcher. So he's going to do his not fighting. Ignore that. That was fighting. Here's my shooting with the D12. Okay, that will succeed, and the grenade launcher is going to deal 12 damage to your car, which is the threshold of your car is a 13. So we'll say that he fires once, and there's an explosion next to your car, not enough to kind of throw you off balance, but you are certainly now aware of his existence. With that said,
He's the one who took blinkers.
Oh, he's done.
Material Kid, it is your turn with a 7. You could choose to stop the car, get out, or to continue driving. What do you want to do?
Run him the fuck over.
Yeah, one of my hindrances being like impulsive as fuck, and I think after getting like a grenade thrown at me, I'm just gonna like lead foot that shit.
Yeah.
Right at him.
Yeah.
Okay.
And hope for the best.
The only
And get
right
my
answer.
Get my
You're
Benny
going to make a
too.
rammy action. So he's going to have to make an opposed agility roll to try to get the hell out of the way.
Okay.
So
Do I roll drive?
You are going to roll your
Driving.
maneuver roll, which is drive. Yes.
Yes.
Let him make an agility.
I rolled a 1 and a 5.
Oh,
Oh
Wait, no, that's not. Oh, I'm sorry. That I was rolling a D8. Sorry, hold on. I was rolling the wrong dice. Yeah, no, I rolled a 1.
He rolls on his wild die 23, so he is able to leap out of the way. His wild die exploded a bunch of times.
How does he move so fast?
Yeah. So your car just zips by him as he jumps out of the way. Yeah.
Does that put us closer to whatever plane we're supposed to be at?
Yes, but you still have a ways to go.
Okay.
I thought it. Okay.
Okay.
Fuck.
Next is going to be Vince or Lev. I think Lev is going to go because they have a 3 of diamonds.
Yep.
I'm in the back of the car, just like under their breath. They go, "Oh, I thought I saw everything, but you haven't lived until you saw some dude make a solid wall of light and then absorb bullets. And this is worse than that."
You get another Benny.
Hey.
All the quotes.
I'm going for all of them, baby.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
I'm gonna do 2 things again if I can.
Sure.
First one, as we pass him. We've tried to hit him, we've passed him. Yes.
You have passed him. Yes.
I would love to try and drop my other grenade out the window as we pass him.
Okay.
And then as we're driving away, I want to just turn and pew pew.
Okay. So the first
Drive
action will be
by
to
shooting.
drop the grenade, make that damage.
That's a 5, which is a success.
Yes, because it's a thrown thing. If you were
great.
melee, you
Okay,
have
okay.
to go against his parry.
12 damage for that.
Okay, yeah, that will do it, and that's his toughness is 9, so I think it's not a raise, is it? 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, no, so it's just 1 wound that he's going to take. Yeah.
And then I pull the Glock up again and used where is it? What's it called? Rapid fire.
Okay.
That's a 5.
Yep.
And then 16 damage.
Wow. Yeah, so that's
Shit.
It's not a raise. Doesn't the raise work where if it's like above their toughness?
Every 4 above. So,
So every 4 above. So
13.
9.
and then another
So
4.
it's just 1 raise.
13. Yeah, because it's 16. I didn't hit 17. Yes.
Okay, so he is shaken. He has 3 wounds. And that is your turn, unless there's anything else you want to do.
I'm just gonna kind of hang out the busted window and watch him.
Nice.
Vince, it's your turn.
Yeah. I'm going to.
Now,
oh,
here's
go
the
ahead.
thing. You've got that 3 of clubs, so we need to
Yeah.
roll some kind of complication here.
Yeah.
Let me pull up the Street Wolves complications die here, and
Sure.
we are rolling a d20.
Okay.
That is a 12, which is going to be a bystander that saw a little too much. They can't let go of it. They're compelled to get answers. I just think what's going to happen is that the security on the airport is going to notice
Yeah.
that what's going on, right? Like something
That's fair.
exploded twice. The authorities are on to you. So even if you hand off the package, you still have to get the hell out of here before you
Yep.
get arrested.
That's fair.
Continue.
Yeah, I'm going to I'm gonna hit him with one of my vapor powers. I'm gonna hit him with blast, which is
Now, does that have a range where you'd be able to reach him?
it does. It's so let me double check on that.
As long as it's at least like 10, 15, 20 or something like that.
Yeah,
I'm fine with that.
it's my smarts times. I believe it's going to be 2. Yeah, smarts times 2, and my smarts are 6. So 6 times 2 is 12.
12 is just barely there. We'll say you're just far enough away that you can still do it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So then for that, I roll. I think I have to make a. How does that work? Do I roll?
What are you trying to do again? So you need to make a spirit roll to like
Spirit roll.
start the
Okay. Got it. Okay. So my spirit is
vapor
D8.
power. Yeah.
Got it. Okay. So that's a 4.
Yep.
Okay. And then 2d6 damage.
Nice.
For that one. That's going to be a 5. But that
Okay,
probably
that
doesn't beat
does-
his toughness.
That does not beat his toughness, unfortunately. Yeah.
Yep. Yep. So yeah, he throws this ball of this shimmering vapor energy at him, but obviously not enough to penetrate fucking whatever armor he's got on and his own abilities.
Man, you keep
All
doing
right.
bullshit.
I'm handing out cards again. We have
Son
Lev
of
with
a
a Joker.
bitch.
Eli's got a 2
Hey.
of clubs.
Everyone
Vince
take
has
a
a 10.
Benny.
Everyone take a Benny, and I've got a 5 of clubs.
Oh, I should get another card. though.
Yeah, Lev, what do you want to do? Do you want to where do you want to start with the initiative?
I'd love to just jump in and just go at the top if that's okay with
Go for it.
everyone.
Go do it. Yep, hit him.
I'm gonna just do. I think I'm just gonna do one thing this time, and I'm gonna do suppressive fire. Attacker places medium blast symbol and makes a shooting roll. Each target hit by the attack total is distracted or hit for the damage with a raise. So instead of being like okay, so I hit him, he's distracted, and then if I get a raise, he also takes damage.
Oh, gotcha. Cool.
So that's the only thing I'm gonna try and do this round, I think.
I like that.
Explodes.
Oh,
2.
Ooh, that's
so that was on
stanky.
your attack roll, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so you are going to get an extra d6 for your damage.
Great. So 3d6. So he's distracted, and also damage is 9.
So when he's distracted, he has a -2 to his parry or his toughness.
I believe it's to his rolls, if I'm remembering correctly.
Oh, I see. I see what you're saying. Yeah, that makes sense. So he just has a -2, and what was the total damage you just dealt?
9.
Okay, 9 is his toughness. I'm going to attempt to soak it because as a wild card he can,
Yeah.
and you guys are kicking his ass. So he's going to make a vigor roll. Oh God! I'm going to spend a Benny to. Well, actually, I'm going to free action roll to unshake,
Okay.
and then I'm going to spend a Benny to do it again.
Fuck.
Okay, I do succeed, and so I'm going to soak that damage.
That's okay. That's okay. But he does have -2 to everything until my turn.
Good to know. And that is your turn, and the next highest is going to be again Prizrak.
Yep. I'm going to, and we're getting further and further away from him, right?
Yeah, I mean at this point, you technically we haven't gotten back to Eli again, so
Yeah.
I feel like you're not that far.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't listen. I don't have a lot of other things I'm good at other than punch, and shoot. So I'm gonna go ahead and shoot.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna do the D8 here with that. Fucking A, cocksucker. I'm gonna spend
a 3 and a 1.
I'm gonna spend a Benny, and we're gonna
you
do
got him.
another shot. There we go. 7 and a 3, so 7.
Amazing. That will
Yep.
hit.
And then with that Glock, it's God, I wish I had my AK. The 2d6, I'll take it. That's a 6, so that probably doesn't beat his. That
6
doesn't beat his
is
toughness.
not
Yep.
above his toughness. No, yeah.
Nope.
So you're kind of shooting at his feet as he's
Yep.
still walking towards you. He's got his whole side of his face is burned, and maybe he's got some fingers missing from the explosion, but he's still coming after you guys.
Yep.
Whoa.
I don't like that at all. Actually, I'm gonna. You know what? Fuck it. Oh, I'm gonna take another
go
action
ahead.
with the penalty to throw a grenade.
Okay, go for it.
I'm just gonna yeet my last grenade at him. So, fucking,
And let's go.
yep. So, it's double ones.
Double ones. So, with a critical failure, I'm gonna say, how do we rule this?
I don't know.
Catch it and throw it back.
Because it could fall into the car.
It could fall into the car.
beside the car. I'm going to be lenient and just say that you fumble it, it falls, the car's still moving, so it just explodes and does nothing.
Okay. All right. Worst comes to worst, I would say if it's in the car, if you would give Prizrak an opportunity, he would jump on it.
Okay. I think it would have completely screwed you regardless, even if you did jump on it. So I think it just fumbles to the ground, out of your hands, and is a wasted turn. It is now the super soldier's turn. He's gonna lift up that grenade launcher one last time.
No.
He has a -2, so he's gonna make this roll. First, he'll do a shooting. He rolls a 6, -2 is a 4, which is still technically a success.
Yep.
And he's going to deal the damage. He doesn't get a raise, so it's just 7. I'm going to burn a Benny to re-roll that damage because I really want to blow up your car.
No! You asshole!
He rolls a 12, which is still not enough. He did get a raise, though, so maybe I can count that bonus damage. Yeah, how does that work? Oh, because 3d6. So he rolls a total of 12, 13, 14. He rolls a total of 16 damage, which is going to do damage to your car.
Sure.
And I think that I want to roll a... let's have you, Material Kid, roll a drive roll.
Please.
Leave me alone.
I rolled a 5 on my d6.
Okay, that is a success.
Okay, all right.
And I think that your car has taken enough. I think you had a couple of points of wound on your car. There was one from when you rammed. There was one from when they shot at you, and so this is a third one.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say that the car pulls up, and it's like you're basically like running distance away from the plane, but like the car is like on the verge of completely falling apart. But we'll say that you're within distance to get to the plane, and he's still kind of marching towards you. All right. I then am going to. Does he have anything else I can use? I don't think he has any special abilities to lose damage. Yeah, he's just going to keep walking towards you. Let's just kind of get our initiative again.
Okay.
What could possibly be our final initiative? 6 of spades for Lev. Say it again.
Did Eli get to go?
Actually, yeah, I guess you didn't get to go. So, Eli, if you want to go on this turn, you can. Before we go on the next round.
If the car's not working, then I feel like it's time to exit the vehicle. So I'm gonna get the case, and I'm gonna run.
Yeah. You run over to the plane in which there is one guy who jumps out, and he's kind of ready to go. Says, "Have you got the package?"
Yes. Take it. Go. Run.
When you hand it off to him, he just double checks. He opens it up, and you can see that there's 2 vials, and they have this kind of opalescent material that's like purple and pink that's swirling around in it. He says, "All right, great." He closes it. He's like, "You better deal with that," and he points behind you.
Wait.
No, we were gonna get coffee later. Fucking.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
No,
He jumps,
we'll take
he
him
jumps
to a
in his
movie.
plane, and he starts it. And it's slow to start, so it's going to take a round or 2 to kind of get out of here. So you guys have to defend him while this is happening. Now we'll go to the next initiative, the next round. Lev, you've got a 6 of spades. Eli, you've got a king of diamonds. The 3 of hearts for Vince, and I've got an 8 of diamonds. So
I'm gonna spend a Benny and get a different initiative card.
okay, hand you a new one, and that's going to be a 5 of hearts.
Worse.
Worse. Eli, you are technically first.
I want to distract him.
Okay, yeah, maybe if you want to make a taunt, if you want to test him and taunt him, he could actually be distracted for his until his next turn.
Yeah. I want him to believe that I still have the case. I don't know. That might not work.
I mean,
I just
you
wanna-
could just try
yeah,
to draw
whatever-
his attention.
Yeah, I just want to draw his attention. Just want to like sprint
let's
to
see.
the other side or something like
If
that.
you're making a taunt roll, then his opposed roll would be maybe smarts to tell if you're lying or not. So go ahead and make your taunt roll. And he's going to make his smarts. He rolled pretty good. Oh, and he has 3 wounds, so at a -3.
Oh.
When he's still distracted, because it hasn't been my turn again yet.
Oh, right.
So he's technically has a 5.
Yeah, he does not. He fails.
I'm gonna.
Oh shit.
Feels. What? Oh, okay.
He fails his smarts roll. I guess it depends on what you rolled.
Well, I rolled a 4, but I'm gonna use my edge for humiliate to re-roll that taunt roll.
Okay.
Hey. Okay.
You roll your 6?
I rolled a 4. Yeah, I rolled my 6. My 6 was also a 4.
No.
Huh? Yeah.
Okay. So he has -2 because he's distracted, and he has 3 wounds, which should be another 3 minuses to this roll. So he's not going to succeed. I think you still managed to distract him. So he's now distracted, and it's going to be Lev's turn. No, I'm sorry, it's his. He's got an 8 of diamonds. So even though he's distracted, I think he's going to. Well, he is distracted. He's going to pull out a Glock and shoot at you, Material Kid.
God damn.
No.
No.
He's got to have. I'll use his ability called No Mercy, +2 damage when spending a Benny to re-roll damage. I guess I have to re-roll that damage first, so stand by. I guess I have to hit him first.
Yeah.
Let's see if Strong-Willed. Oh, I have a +2. I still would have failed. Brawler. No. Yeah, I don't have anything. He's just distracted. So he's got a -2 to his shooting. And that is not going to work. I'll spend a Benny because I have them. Try again.
God.
Fails with a 4.
Damn.
Distracted, so -2 on that.
I zigzag. I learned how to zigzag in Street
Zig-
Wolves.
Zig-
Yeah, he's basically like just barely standing up at this point. And that takes us to Vince. Prizrak,
Oh.
you see this Russian super soldier.
Yep. I'm just gonna empty whatever I got left in that Glock at him. Yep. That's all I can really. That's all I can do. So let's hope this goes better than last time. That's a 7 and that's a 3. So 7.
Hell yeah.
All right, let's do this. I don't think I'll beat his toughness, but we'll give it a shot. 2d6, why not? All right. Yeah, it's only a 4.
Yeah, this freak of nature is just like taking bullets, but
Yep.
it's still coming.
Yep.
Why?
Lev, Grid Runner, it's down to you.
Down to you. You got this.
Grid Runner is going to.
If you can manage to get a raise or beat his toughness, I'll say that he's done for.
That's the thing. 2 shots again. They kind of drop their last 9mm magazine out and pop their final one in. Shake out their hands and just start marching forward. Just.
Fuck yeah.
We're done with this. We're done. 7.
Yup.
It.
Hey, get him.
You said I need to get a raise to knock him out.
Or deal enough damage to him in terms of his toughness.
This is just the first one. That's 7 damage, which I don't think beats his.
No, it does not.
All right, I'll do fast hands again. Or not fast hands, rapid fire again. Fuck. Benny to reroll. 5 to hit, which isn't a raise, but I did hit, and I have rapid fire, so it's 5 d6.
Lots of d6. Gotta beat a 9.
Ooh. There are 3 6s, so that's 18, 21.
You just what is it? Is it the Glock that you're shooting at him with?
It's the Glock. I think the tech
Yeah.
like hits and doesn't do much, and they just drop it to hang around their like across their chest, and they're just going. Poof, 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 poof.
Fuck yeah.
You're just like blowing into him, and he's still coming at you. And that's when you notice that there's a grenade on his belt, and you fire the grenade, and he just explodes
Yeah, son.
into a fine mist. And
Ugh.
you turn around and you see the plane just beginning to take off. And just as you're beginning to feel like, okay, we did it, we got it off, you see 2 patrol vehicles, 2 cop vehicles pulling up. They're still far away enough that you could technically get away if you jumped into the DeLorean, but you also know the DeLorean is in bad shape. So what are you doing?
Get out of here. You go.
What are you talking about? We're a team. Team lives, team dies. Let's go.
All right, we're gonna try to drive it out. I'm gonna get behind the wheel this time. I have a D8 driving, so fuck all you. So yeah.
All right. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna
Yeah.
do a dramatic task
Okay.
in which it's all gonna go down to you, Prizrak.
Oh shit.
I believe when it's just one person, it's just a matter of basically succeeding on a single roll. Okay.
God damn it. All right.
You're gonna make a drive roll to get out of here.
Okay.
If you want to use a Benny, you can.
Yep. Well, I'm gonna see what I get first, and then.
Okay.
Okay, that's a 6. Yeah, that's a 6. All right.
That is a success.
Okay.
And I think that's it. I think
Okay.
you succeed. I don't remember if
What's a
here we
9?
go. Quick encounters. So okay, common knowledge, driving, repair, shoot, these kinds of complications. All right. So here's the thing. You are in a beat up car, so I'll say that's a -2.
Sure. Okay.
And I think that's really all that needs to happen. So you need to beat
Okay.
a 4. You rolled a 6 -2, that makes it 4.
Yeah.
You still succeed.
Cool. Okay. All right. I'll
So
take
just give me the final image as you guys drive away in the beat up DeLorean away
Yeah.
from evading the police.
just Prizrak is standing next to that gull wing door as it's open, and he's freaking like just gesturing for everybody to get in. As soon as they're in, he slams that gull wing door behind him, and fucking there's that peel of rubber as he just slams down on the gas. Finally gets traction on the pavement and fucking peels out, slams through like whatever drop arm barrier there is, and beelines for the highway so they can get lost in the traffic.
Material Kid, as you guys fly past the barrier, you see the security guard watching in confusion. You throw your number out the window and you just drive by.
Fuck that.
Smile and wave.
Better luck
And
next time,
the
chump.
the street wolves are able to live another day, and that's where we'll end it, guys. Good
Shit.
job.
That was fun. That was fun. That was a good time.
Yeah, so that was a goofy, fun ride to just kind of show off the Savage World systems, the Street Wolves kind of flavor text. We didn't really get a chance to use much drive. I think that's usually comes in handy once you get into a longer campaign where it's not just a balls to the wall chase sequence.
Yep.
But thank you guys so much for participating. I
Yeah.
hope you guys had fun.
Yeah.
Thank you for running. That was a good time.
Yeah, thank you for running. It was
Yeah,
fun.
for sure. We will definitely run Street Wolves again. It's a lot of fun. I
Yes.
really enjoy the Savage World system. I like all the other stuff that you can find in Street Wolves, so we will definitely return. Guys, as we
Absolutely.
mentioned at the beginning of our stream, if you have not checked it out yet, go to the Kickstarter. If you look it up, I think there's a link in our description. Check
Yep.
it out. All of the levels give you lots of cool bonus stuff when you invest. And they've already made it. They did it. The Street Wolves
Yep.
is coming out. It's just a matter of whether you want some cool extra stuff that comes with it. So thank you to Table Cat Games. Thank you to everybody
Yes.
who was watching. We'll see you next time, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
you.